Yo, what's up everyone? Good to see you. I hope you're all having a good Wednesday today. Let's see. But, oh, not even 5 minutes into the stream and this is how we're starting, huh? Okay, I see how it is. Good to see you too. Good to see you too, Doc. Troy, and, CPU Ryu, thank you so much for the follow. Just to double check, I should make sure that I don't know how I wasn't following you before. You know what? Don't sweat it, man. If we want to blame anybody, we could probably blame Twitch. We can blame Twitch for it. Hi Xena. Hi G. Hope you're doing pretty well for yourselves today. What's up, guys? It's your boy Digital-Bluez here with another sick montage with more Sonic Roll Party dubs that you can shake your sticks to badger. Very specific, but hi Ties. It's also good to see you too, man. Give me a sec. Let's get some shoutouts out of the way first. There's one for Xena, and then there's one for... Shout out Ryu already. And I believe left is... There we go. That should do it. I should probably fix my shoutout command, huh? It shouldn't be on the screen for any longer than that. Oh, you have Demon Tides. How's that going for you, Ties? To anybody, okay, proper introduction time. To those of you who are checking out either my Twitch or my YouTube channel for the first time ever, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Digital-Bluez. I'm the Digital-Human Vtuber who takes the intelligence out of artificial intelligence in hopes that my stupidity will either make people laugh or cry. Though I sincerely hope it's the former, because I would really hate to make people cry. I'm a variety streamer who streams a variety of games, composes a variety of music, as well as draws a variety of things. It's nice to meet every single one of you, and I hope you enjoy your stay here. Considering the game's price, what's a Nintendo? Who needs a Nintendo? You know what? Fair enough. Beebs and Bubsy here to make the platform to take the platformer throne. Feels like they got their it feels like they got their work cut out for them nowadays. Okay, I know we all like to collectively shit on Bubsy, I get it. He hasn't exactly had a stellar track record of games. However, giving Bubsy the benefit of the doubt here, the 4D, the latest iteration of Bubsy, it doesn't look that bad. I'm willing to give the game a chance, if anything. I'll probably play the demo on my own time, but like, and if anything, I feel like it'll be fine. It's gonna be fine, chat. It'll be fine. I am not familiar with Bubsy. Bubsy is a cautionary tale, or was at the very least. It doesn't look bad. It controls like crap. Are you talking about like the games that came before 4D? Because that's to be expected, really. Besides, the guys who developed Bubsy 3D were literally text adventure game designers. I mentioned the 4D demo, but I can't help but disagree. Oh? I might give it a shot. I want to see what the game controls like a dream. Can't tell if that's a good or a bad thing. But anyway, stream it, coward. If the game gets given to me, I might. Does it? It was hard for you? Oh, the demo. Maybe tomorrow. If I can squeeze in some time before the Reignited Trilogy tomorrow, I might. Just because I'm legitimately curious about it. I am legitimately curious as to like how either how good or how bad the game is going to turn out to be. Feel like a Demon Times of Bubsy 4D double threat. If you haven't played the Demon Times demo, oh, I have. I've enjoyed the demo offline, and game's good, man. That's all I can tell you. I mean, I find it good only because I'm a sucker for 3D platformers, but that's besides the point. Anything else that I need to touch up on before anything else? Oh, right. I need to always bring this up every time I play this game now, apparently. So, just to clarify my disagreement with Troy, the game controls almost identically. Does it? I mean, they're developed by the same dudes, so Yeah, that sounds about right. But so there's one thing I should probably mention every time. This needs to be brought up apparently every time I play this game, specifically Sonic Rumble Party. Also, Xena, thank you for the 200 stream streak. Holy shit! I think you might have the channel record of like the longest streak by far. I really appreciate that, Xena. Well, C4D is really just Demon Tide's DLC. Is that how it is? Hi Hannah, good to see you. So there's one thing I should probably bring up before I actually get around to either winning or losing my place in Diamond League. If there is one way that you guys would like to support both this game and this channel, to be fair, I didn't have my controller near me. You know what? That is valid. Oh my god, what just happened? What is happening? Real Yakuza use a gamepad? Oh god, Fugi's. Fugi's everywhere. What happened? What the hell happened? I updated Discord on the spot and then suddenly this happens. What happened? Yeah, yippee! Fugi break! Another headache for me to deal with. Let me see. It might fix after you join a channel. Hopefully, fingers crossed. If not, I'm gonna have to like figure this out on my own. But before I actually get on with today's stream, if you would like to support this channel and the game directly, you can use code Digital-Bluez at the bottom of the screen there. And any purchases you make, I believe it lasts for like a month or so. Any purchases you make within the game, whether that be your free red rings or like even just for like paid rings in general, directly supports this channel as well monetarily. So if that's one way you'd like to support both a good game as well as a content creator associated with this game, you know what to do. Use code Digital-Bluez at checkout, or not checkout, in the store, and whatever goodies you purchase there directly supports me. Thank you to the developers for allowing me to be a part of your content creator program. Even though I don't really play this game as often or stream this game as often, I need to make an effort to do that. Especially since I want to get out of Diamond, man. I need out. I'm stuck in Diamond hell, bro. I'm like rank 36 at the moment. I just started it yesterday too. I'm like, there's no way I could spend this many Overwatch flashbacks. Oh god, no. For me, it's Street Fighter 4 flashbacks. Oh god. Log back into Fugi. Definitely sure it'll be. I was just messing around to check it out, but Demon Tides is fun. Demon Tides looks really fun. If I ever get the game, if I ever get the game, I will definitely stream it for sure. It just has to be at a price I can. Did you reminded me meme incoming? Wait, what meme? What meme are you talking about? Are you DMing it to me or like? I am confused. Anyway, I showed her a picture of you yesterday too. Aww. By the way, Hannah, your daughter's freaking adorable, man. Oh my god, Troy, why? That's kind of bad, but at the same time, I can't help but laugh. That's terrible. Vietnamlets. That's terrible, man. Daughter's adorable until she started calling you Blueberry Man. Anyway, let's dive into Diamond Hell together, shall we? Oh yeah, I forgot. It's also it's season 5 of this game. I can't believe that we're into this game for like 5 seasons now.
Give me the milk! Caliente!
Jesus Christ! All right, well you heard Doc Chat. It's your turn to hydrate this time. I didn't realize that thing was gonna be so freaking loud. Also, no rush, but I'm chilling in standby. I did see you. Give me a sec. I'm also gonna boot up the game first before anything really. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, I need to boot up the game and have it captured on, excuse me. OBS. Oh my god, we're still stuck with the Smurfs event? I could have sworn we were already finished with it, but okay, game. I'm not sick of the content, mind you. I'm just like, I'm just tired of y'all calling me Smurf, or a Smurf rather. Where is anything here? Where the hell's all my? There it is. Oh.
Cheese.
Ow! Don't be throwing cheese at me. How you doing, Ty? It's good to see you, buddy.
Doing all right. Doing all right. Let's see that ranking screen, buddy.
I'd rather not. I'm at 46. Are you kidding me? I was at 36 last night. I can't believe I dropped down 10 ranks. Fuck.
So you need 7 stars. Can you even get 7 stars without being in the top 5?
20 and above only gets you 5.
Okay. Yeah, that's rough.
I'm not really. The problem is I can't be arsed to grind as much as other people will.
Oh, tell me about it. Unfortunately, one of the downsides of the party update is that co-op and squads have become a lot more volatile.
In what sense?
Hold on, give me a second. I unmuted your stream and I started hearing myself double. I don't know why I did that. Like co-op is going to start in 2 days, basically. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to warn you now, the rankings are going to go crazy once that is available again. So what they've done is you can now spend skill points to get what's called a super attack. And if you go into a co-op battle with a super attack equipped, you have it's on like a 15-second cooldown, and it's basically equivalent to like a blue homing attack. So it does like an AoE explosion, and it does a lot more damage as well. And again, 15-second cooldown, so that's in addition to any items that you pick up in the match. So your score will go crazy. You can even acquire multiple super attacks to get an even higher damage multiplier. There are some that you get for free from the co-op like event progress tracker thing. So free to players do get something out of it. However, because skill points are a pretty important commodity to come by, most free-to-play users are not going to spend them on super attacks. So it's just another thing for whales to use and abuse. And this creates two problems where anyone who uses a super attack for a co-op battle is going to get an enormous score compared to anyone else. Mm-hmm. And so again, whales are going to whale. And if you happen to enter into one with like a score multiplier or something like that, if anyone else has super attacks and you don't, they're going to take most of the potential HP away from the boss, right? So they're going to get the largest share of potential score. So any multipliers you might use are going to have a reduced effect because whoever is using their super attacks in that particular session is going to do most of the legwork on that boss. The silver lining is that the elite bosses, the silver colored ones that have way more HP, now those are trivial. You never have to worry about bots like sabotaging those and preventing you from winning.
Got it.
So you can do those, and you will get more score just by virtue of winning one of those. But again, the people that are using the super attacks against it are going to get even more stuff. So you just kind of have to hope that the people that are in your ranked bracket don't go crazy when co-op is live.
Oh boy.
Squads, on the other hand, is a lot more simple. Anyone can spend 7 red rings to get a squad score multiplier. You can also get some for free from, again, the event tracker thing. But based on your placement of your squad in each round, you get a multiplier to your score for that round. So if you're in first, you get a 2 times multiplier. If you're in second, you get like 1.75, third 1.5, etc., etc. And then the final round is like 3 times multiplier versus 2 times if you lose. Okay. So again, when Squads is live, you are incentivized to look at the time slots for when Squads is going to be open and play the game during those 2-hour time slots, and your score will skyrocket. And if you aren't able to play in those windows, unfortunately, you're going to get passed by a lot of people. So, fair warning, it's one of those things that sounded nice on paper, but in practice, the last couple of weeks have been a nightmare for me trying to grind my way to Master Emeralds. Oh, Kiwi, I've been seeing them a lot. Yes, exactly. They're pretty good. Watch out for them. Fair warning. I do like the Alice in Wonderland Amy costume, and I'm probably going to grab that. By the way, Blues, use your speed boost on the mushroom, and you'll go fucking far.
Oh, that's what I should have done, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Knuckles. Sorry, I did see your comment earlier. Unfortunately, I'm keeping my friends list only open to those that I actually know, considering that I only get like 25 friend slots. Really? If they change that number in the future, I might consider adding other people.
That's such a small number.
Yeah, I was like, why only 25 friends? You'd think they would have given us more slots to work with. I guess they didn't really expect this game to take off.
I guess they know their fan base.
That's true.
Sonic fans don't have that many friends.
Which is ironic considering the power of friendship literally gets them through like any crisis, let's be real.
Yeah.
Teamwork and that really neat gun that Shadow found.
Yeah, yes. And then in the Sonic movies, they're all a family as well, so it's not even the power of friendship, it's the power of family. And this neat gun that Shadow found. Hey, I'd like to introduce you guys to our new sister. Her name's MP5.
Well, you both have the same eyes. that same brass-colored eye.
Twinning. Yeah, put a red dot on it. Same eye color, huh? But yeah, no, just briefly going back to that previous conversation, I don't even know how games like Demon Tides and Bubsy 4D would play on a mouse and keyboard, but like they are basically the same game. The main difference is that, like, so Demon Turf, the original, was level based. Demon Tides is the sandbox thing, right? Mm-hmm. Bubsy 4D is basically Demon Tides, but it's level based. Right. So it's basically like Demon Turf 1.5 or Demon Tide 0.5, however you want to call it. And that's why I kind of consider it to be DLC. Obviously with a Bubsy flavor.
Got it.
But
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Bubsy was like the next collaboration for this game.
I am pushing for it because, like, so I've been ranting about this a lot lately because I feel like I've been betrayed and lied to by the gaming industry as a whole. Because everybody gave so much shit to Sonic Forces and Sonic Superstars, and I'll admit that Sonic Forces has problems. I'm not going to say it's a flawless game. I would still say it's like at best a 7.5. Mm-hmm. It has some major problems in the last third where it feels like development was rushed. But at the end of the day, Sonic Forces is basically Sonic Generations 2. So anyone who likes Sonic Generations and then says, no, like Sonic Forces, I think they're wrong. I don't know why you would say that. They are functionally like the same game.
Everyone's entitled to a stupid opinion every now and then.
Yeah, like, and I'll admit, the character creator, they dropped the ball on that. It should be a lot more fully featured and a lot better looking. But anyone like me who grew up with Sonic comics or cartoons like Sonic SatAM or Sonic Underground and whatnot, that game caters to that interest. And that's why the IDW comics are basically a direct sequel to Sonic Forces.
I never really thought of it that way.
I mean, it literally is. Like, all the characters like Whisper and Tangle and whatnot are... in fact, their designs are based on characters that some of the artists or somebody on the staff created in the Sonic Forces character creator. Like, there is concept artwork that you can look up. I want to say Tangle was like a cat, and then Whisper was like a pink wolf. But they took all that and they refined the designs, and you know, we have the characters that we have now.
Like a lemur and a
wolf.
A wolf, yeah.
So the wolf never changed. It's just the color palette did. But very cool to just, like, I was going through their art on the wiki, and I'm like, what's this Sonic Forces character creator screenshot doing here? Oh, it's literally one of the concept pieces that was used for designing Whisper. Okay. So yeah, it's and I think I mentioned this to you before when we've been spitballing about like just Sonic lore and whatnot, because this game has taken me back to my childhood in so many ways and got me back into Sonic games. Oh, my explanation interrupted my train of thought, so I forget what I was about to say. It was probably just something about the fact that again, oh yeah, kind of everything after Colors has followed a very linear trajectory where it's very clear to see how certain games link to one another. Like Colors and Lost Worlds are focused on the wisps and outer space and aliens and stuff like that. Sonic Generations kind of leads into Sonic Mania, which then leads into Sonic Forces. Like in Sonic Forces, you literally have classic Sonic. He appears. He's a character. He's there. You have both the Avatar stages, you have Sonic stages, you have the classic Sonic stages. It's all there. And the Phantom Ruby, which is what Infinite uses, is the... Whoa, good shit, man.
I was trying to like lock in for a second. I didn't even realize I was in first.
Yeah, I wasn't even focusing on the game. I was just enjoying rambling. But hell of a start, man. Yeah, the Phantom Ruby, which is Infinite's sort of power source, is what the various egg robos in Sonic Mania that were kind of the antagonists of that game were using to like send Sonic to different like dimensions and transport him to different zones from Sonic history and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And then you have Sonic Superstars, which, while it was made by a different team, is actually behind the scenes Sonic Mania 2. Actually, a lot of the concept work was there. T. Lopez is on the soundtrack. Enemy concepts that were designed for a Sonic Mania 2 that, when that concept got scrapped, were then taken over by the team making Sonic Superstars.
I see.
Yeah, and then Sonic Superstars is also really interesting because the company that made it, Zest, is actually comprised of Sonic alumni from the Genesis days. Specifically, the person that is credited with designing Sonic and Eggman's designs, as well as the character designer for Knuckles Chaotix. And so that Knuckles Chaotix character designer is credited with the new character that was added in Sonic Superstars. And on top of that, so that was the return of Fang the Hunter, right? Mm-hmm. So the original person who designed Fang the Hunter eventually went to make vinyl figurines, and they have a particular famous chibi style that they are known for. In their name is Toma in full capital letters. They're a somewhat famous, again, chibi soft vinyl figure designer. They did a line of character figures based on Sonic Mania and Sonic Superstars.
Okay.
And so again, this is the person who originally designed Fang the Hunter gets to make a figure of Fang the Hunter and everyone else in Superstars, as well as Mighty and Ray from Sonic Mania.
Right.
So it's just really, it's been the most fascinating wiki dive to just see how everything has been connected. And I feel like all of this kind of started as of Sonic Colors. One could argue maybe it started a bit earlier with Unleashed because of the Hedgehog engine, but I feel like Colors is the more obvious launching point for a lot of what's been going on. But
Right.
it's hard to say from the outside looking in. But yeah, just cool stuff. And I really want that Sonic Superstars character, Trip the Sungazer, to appear in both Crossworlds and this. But I get the impression that they're more focused on the IDW stuff, so I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but would be nice because she's really fun. And like on the topic of Sonic Superstars, so I already said my piece about Sonic Forces. So I immediately understand why people didn't vibe with Sonic Superstars, because everyone remembers like Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Sonic CD had a lot of fanfare back in the day, but when it became more accessible, people didn't really enjoy it as much in retrospect. And Sonic Superstars is very much from the mold of Sonic 1 and Sonic CD and Sonic 2, not Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It has some inspiration there, like with the way that the story is told. Good skin of Sonic. Are you talking about Blues' like techno hoodie thing?
Oh, hey, Ark. Sorry, we kind of went off on a tangent for a second.
You know, I'm trying to be helpful and try and pay more than no attention to your chat.
You're good.
But yeah, when I went back and played through the old Genesis Sonic games back on like when they came out on the Xbox Live Arcade, I actually had a newfound appreciation for Sonic 1. And after playing through Sonic Superstars recently, like within the last couple weeks, I actually went back and played through Sonic 3, and my opinions have completely switched. I used to have the same opinion as everyone else, that like Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the best thing, and blah blah blah. Sonic 1 is not as good as the rest. Sonic 2 was my first one, so I have a lot of nostalgia for that one, but you know, whatever, it goes on. But going back and playing Sonic 3, I actually don't think it's as good as my nostalgia was telling me. Still has an amazing soundtrack, thanks to Michael Jackson. But at the same time, I even went and listened to some of the replacement songs, and I'm like, you know what? Now that my rose-tinted glasses are off, I don't think these songs are as bad as people say they are. One of the Ice Cap Zone tracks even sounds like something from Ristar, and I'm wondering if that was maybe repurposed. I think from like I think it was brought up in an interview at some point, but I know for a fact that whatever work he did on, or whatever work Michael Jackson did went uncredited, and I think he took a lot of inspiration for like his Stranger in Moscow album. I could be wrong there. Right. But yeah, just going back through that, like Angel Island is great, Hydrosity is still fun, but I really don't like Marble Garden Zone. I have a lot of issues with its level design. It's also kind of a troll level because you have like the mimic spike enemies are introduced in that level, and then you have the grasshoppers that hide underneath the ground and just pop up as you run towards them, and then you have all the potential crushing situations. And then you go to Carnival Night Zone, and it's more of the same thing. It's a lot of crushers, it's a lot of springs throwing you backwards in the stage. like you get 2 troll levels back to back, and then you get Ice Cap Zone, and you're like, okay, cool, we get the sick, you know, city escape, you know, snowboard sequence that's iconic for Sonic. Haha. Like the song is so good, but you actually spend a lot of time underground in that stage, not really able to enjoy the nice scenic, like Arctic vibes that are up above the surface. And it's a lot of like very finicky platforming. And then you get to the second stage where you do go above the ground, but then they send you back underground and you have to jump on these very finicky purple springboard things repeatedly to get height. And at that point you can be supersonic. And if you become a super character at any point, your speed becomes so high or so fast, and there's nothing to keep you on those purple springboard platforms that you just keep sliding off, and it's a nightmare to navigate through that stage. So like even that stage doesn't have the greatest design. And then you get to Launch Base Zone, another Michael Jackson banger. Again, Carnival Night Zone, Michael Jackson banger. All his songs are great, no argument there. But the level design is just kind of you know? Launch Base doesn't have much of an identity. Has an amazing boss fight. All the boss fights are great. But the levels themselves don't hold up over time. And yeah, there's just something that I was remarking about recently, thinking about Sonic CD and whatnot, how the zones in that game are very abstract. And I think what I've told you about before, how I like this theme of, like Sonic 2 had this theme of environmental destruction with like Oil Ocean Zone and Chemical Plant Zone. That kind of comes back in Sonic Forces, actually. Chemical Plant Zone is a big thing in that. And, you know, even Sonic 3 and Knuckles has situations where, like in Angel Island, Robotnik sets fire to the forest and bombs the island. And then in Sonic and Knuckles... Oh no! Drink that water. The first boss of Sonic and Knuckles is a woodcutting robot that's basically deforesting Mushroom Hill. And I think that's all really cool. And that's not something that really came back to the series in a major way until, again, Sonic Forces. Because even there you have Green Hill being turned into quote-unquote Sand Hill as Sonic jests. Because, like, Eggman is literally ruining the environment with all his, you know, weapons manufacturing and chemical production and et cetera, et cetera. And again, this is tapping into like all the things that I like and think are cool about Sonic that has fallen by the wayside for so long. And apparently nobody else cares about that except for me.
I'm sure you're not the minority on that one.
I'm sure there are other like-minded people, but I've just never heard these perspectives said out loud. I haven't heard people come to Sonic Force's defense or Superstar's defense, right? And part of that, I'm sure, is the price. Sonic Superstars is not worth 80 Canadian dollars. It's not. It's just not.
How much is it being sold for at the moment?
80 Canadian dollars plus tax.
Really?
It's a full price $79.99 game, man. And like Sonic Forces is like an 8-hour game, and Sonic Superstars, to play through it once is 6 hours, but there is a second story. So technically, Sonic Superstars is its own Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where you play through the game as whatever character you want to first, and then you play through Trip's story. And the levels are actually changed in a lot of significant ways, and all the bosses are made twice as hard. Like they have twice as many projectiles, twice as much health. They'll typically spawn double the enemies that were in the normal playthrough. And then there's a extra final boss, which unfortunately is not very good. But everything else in the game is awesome. And has easily become my favorite Sonic game. And again, it is for people that grew up with Sonic 1 and 2. It's got a little bit of that Sonic 3 DNA, because again, Trip is basically taking the place of Knuckles. In that you go to the North Star Island, and Trip is the native inhabitant of that island, and she's the one that is watching over the emeralds there and whatnot. And it's kind of weird that they made this big deal about like, oh, the guy from Knuckles Chaotix is coming back to design his first original character in so long. And he just made Knuckles again, but now she's a cute girl who looks kind of like Tikal. So it's like if Knuckles and Tikal had a child, except somehow she's a lizard. Like she's specifically, you're gonna love this actually, probably. You know the armadillo lizards, the little guys that like bite their tails and they can roll up into a little ball and like they look kind of like an Ouroboros when they do that. They're like little dragon guys. That's what she is.
I don't remember what animal species, but yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, she's part of that species. And they do some other cool stuff with that I'm not going to spoil. But they play around with that. And of course, everyone in Sonic Superstars has their own unique abilities, like Mario 3D World. So like Sonic has the drop dash, and it feels better than ever. Tails, of course, can fly, but now his tails act as a helicopter like blade and will actually defeat enemies above him. Likewise, Knuckles, any enemy he touches while gliding dies. Amy gets a double jump, and if you hold her double jump and land on the ground, she starts just walloping with her hammer. And then Trip gets both a double jump so Amy's double jump can only be used once. So if you double jump and then hit an enemy, you can't double jump again. Trip, on the other hand, can keep anytime you hit something in the air, she refreshes her double jump.
Okay.
And if you hold her double jump and touch a wall, then she can attach to it like Knuckles. But not just walls. This is where she's doing like the tail grab thing, and she's turning into like a spiky circle. She can also attach to ceilings, and you can basically climb around ceilings and curved surfaces and stuff. And it really changes the level design a lot. And with that whole second playthrough that I mentioned, similar to Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where some of the levels on Knuckles' route differ, they have completely redesigned the routes on some of the levels to specifically make you use Trip's unique abilities. To do cool things like launching off the walls onto ceilings to climb higher than you expected you could, find secrets, and a whole bunch of fun stuff like that. It's a lot slower than games like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, because it's going for that Sonic 1 pace so that they could make it co-op as well for local. Unfortunately, that still doesn't really work. It's still a little too fast for that, and people go off screen all the time. So I think it could have used that Mario Wonder system with like the ghost co-op thing where people just kind of appear in the background. But it's still a nice feature to have. But a lot of people would complain like, oh, I can't believe this is the first Sonic game with co-op since like the Genesis, and it doesn't have online. Come on, man. And I played it with a friend over remote play, and I'm like, yeah, this would need a lot more time in the oven to actually make it feel like a co-op game. So I don't blame them. Yes, Ark. If you look up Trip the Sun Gazer, she is like a combination of Knuckles and Tikal's designs, but functions more like a combination of Knuckles and Amy from that game. Very fun to play as.
Sounds like Knuckles just hired an intern, to be honest.
and then the apprentice has become the master. She can't, and I will say, because she's designed to go over curved surfaces, she's a little finicky when you reach like the top of inclines, whereas Knuckles like ascends like a climber would. So Knuckles still has some advantages to his style of climbing over hers. She's not a straight up improvement. So the balance between the characters is really nice as well. And if you so choose, once you beat the game, you can play through the original level designs with her as well, and in co-op. I mean, that's probably a thing for some people, man.
I mean, you all you'd have to do is just look at DeviantArt. Let's be real.
Yeah,
they're practically everywhere.
That game is immaculate. I feel like releasing it for the price that it was at really sabotaged the game right out of the gate. If it was like a $40 or $50 game, I don't think we would have heard anywhere near as many complaints, and I think people would have given it more benefit of the doubt. And again, I've mentioned this before, classic Sonic does not control like actual Genesis Sonic games. Sonic Mania does, and so does Sonic Superstars. They nailed it. Like, they absolutely nailed it. I can't sing its praises enough. There are a lot of people that I'm honestly jealous of, that when they play games, they have so much like childish glee in their voice. I don't get that a lot. I do enjoy games, obviously. I'm passionate about them as an art form and blah, blah, blah. But obviously, as you can tell by the way I speak about things, I'm very analytical, and that's kind of a buzzkill sometimes. But Sonic Superstars was like, I'm a kid again, yeah! And I've had too much sugar! No, it was great. So, sorry to hijack your stream to just talk about Sonic for an hour, but, you know.
Nah, it's all good.
That's what I'm excited about. It's nice to see Sonic come back. Like, hey, we started talking about Bubsy. Bubsy's coming back. Sonic's back. You know?
The age of platformers is making a comeback. Let's be real.
We need, yeah. Like, I get it. Indie platformers are hard to make. There's a lot to keep in mind. Like, Penny's Big Breakaway. That is a very popular one. That is actually made by the people who made Sonic Mania. They went on to found a studio called Evening Star, I believe, and they even get a special thanks in the credits for Sonic Superstars.
Fuck, I forgot that strat. God damn it.
But I played the demo for Penny's Big Breakaway, and there's something about the controls that I couldn't get used to, because a lot of it is they want you to maneuver your yo-yo with the right stick instead of playing it like a typical platformer with buttons and whatnot.
Right.
And like conceptually, like visually, I think it's fine. But I just could not get past my hangups on how it actually felt to play. And it was a real bummer, because I was really looking forward to that one, and I had high expectations for it, and everyone else seems to love it, but I just couldn't get into it. So, you know, at the very least, they left behind a blueprint that studios like Arzest can follow to make some banger Sonic games. I'm just upset because there's the potential that, based on the reception of Superstars, we might not get another game like it. And quite frankly, I think that people would love for classic Sonic games to still get made alongside the modern games like Frontiers, you know?
Yeah. I heard DeviantArt, man, that place only makes me sad. You and me both, Doc. You and me both. I actually had to get rid of my DeviantArt account after they went
AI stuff?
On the, yeah.
Yeah, I vaguely heard about AI stuff going on there. I don't know the full details, but I assumed that they would have averted course, but
there's just no moderation as to like what kind of AI content gets like generated up there. I like a lot of the stuff that I've seen after they went full tilt on the support for it was just borderline. Let's just say there's content that's being uploaded by people that should not have kids, and I 100% like mean that.
Like, are we talking about creepy stuff that they're uploading, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
And stuff much more worse than that.
But, something that is a bummer is seeing AI art, like, IRL. I don't know if you've encountered this yet in your neck of the woods, Blues. But, in my neck of the woods, I've seen this at least twice. There is a local business that has some generic like Unicorn Cafe kind of name, and it's probably like a boba shop or something like that, but their entire front is just a whole bunch of like vinyl posters of like AI generated unicorns and princesses and castles and stuff. And it's just like, ugh. And literally when I was out driving with my family today, there was this house, and I was looking at this thing at a distance. They had like a cloth, like tapestry of like a cute, like Easter rabbit or something on there. And then as we got closer to it, I was like, ooh, that looks a little too smooth. That's probably also AI. and it's just these
so...
families that don't know any better. That's just like, oh, we can just print whatever the fuck we want. Sure.
It's just so disingenuous to see, or disheartening to see, it being embraced like that all the time.
My bad.
It's fine. I wasn't gonna win this round anyway.
Okay, I'll win it for you then.
One of us has to.
Oh, Blues, I don't know if you've seen any films by... So, hold on, let me preface this first. Have you seen Your Name, the anime movie?
I can't remember if I have. I'm gonna go on the record and just probably say no, just to be safe, because I can't remember shit.
So that movie exploded a few years back. Your Name by Makoto Shinkai.
I've heard nothing but good things about it, though.
Yes, no, it was a phenomenon in Japan and then worldwide. Deservedly so. And Makoto Shinkai has gone on to make more movies in a similar vein. Don't know what he's currently working on right now. There's another director, however, that has made some, in my opinion, equally great movies that are not appreciated quite so much. A director by the name of Mamoru Hosoda. He made The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Wolf Children, The Boy and the Beast, Summer Wars, and Belle. Summer Wars and Belle are like my two favorite films. They're kind of spiritual successors to each other. Mm-hmm. Belle in particular is very relevant to your interests because it involves it's a modern it's inspired by Beauty and the Beast, but with VTubers. And the beauty in this case is someone who is becoming a virtual idol because she has stage fright IRL, but in the virtual world she's able to perform and becomes famous. And then her fate gets intertwined with the Beast and how they help each other in various ways through their lives. And it's a beautiful story. Highly recommended. Dub is amazing. They hired a actress who is also a vocalist. So the presentation is immaculate. Soundtrack is amazing. Visuals, outstanding. But I still got to mention Summer Wars. That game is basically along the lines of something like Dot Hack. Mamoru Hosoda also made Our War Game, the Digimon movie. One of his iconic things is anytime it goes to a virtual world, the characters have red outlines. So if you remember that from the Digimon movie, that was his part of that movie. He also made a One Piece film as well that didn't get localized, but it's very good. So yeah, very storied career. But Summer Wars is really cool. It's again about like a VR chat-esque social media network that gets hacked and is tied into it's actually become more prophetic over time because of all this AI stuff and how disastrous that's become. Because like, what if you started tying like infrastructure like hydro and electricity into social media, and then if that got hacked and how it would affect the world, you know? So very interesting film. And again, another story about family and teamwork and uniting together through the internet to save the day with your friends and family and stuff. So again, highly recommended. Amazing film for the summer, by the way. Just peak summer Japanese vibes. So good. Anyway, Hosoda, I was actually just lying in bed and thinking to myself the other day, I wonder what Hosoda's up to. He's probably going to have a new film coming out recently. And I'd been seeing this ad on my PS4, because that's what I used to watch YouTube, for something called Scarlet. And I would always squint at this ad that was so tiny on my TV. And I'm like, is this live action? Is this anime? I can't tell. So I go figure, I didn't want to load up the Sony Pictures app, so I Googled it. So I'm like, Scarlet movie. And I was like, oh, this is an anime film by, Mamoru Hosoda. And it's based on Hamlet, but with a gender-bent protagonist named Scarlet. And it has a lot of his trademarks of having an alternate world and having, things going across different ways of lives, cultures, time, and a whole bunch of interesting things. Kind of an interesting inversion of the sort of the moral of the story behind Hamlet. It has a very different conclusion, which again is very relevant to the times that we live in, I feel. Really good social commentary when you think about his films, honestly. But what he does, and the reason why this film took so long, apparently, to animate, is that they used an animation style that is specifically very difficult for Japanese studios, which is CG. And
that'll do it.
It looks immaculate, but here's the kicker. So he always does this thing where he has, red outlines in his alternate worlds and whatnot. So this time he has a the real world and then an afterlife. And most of the film takes place in this afterlife. The real world is 2D hand-drawn animation. That, again, amazing. Has the hallmarks of his style. Kind of similar to, if anyone's familiar with Gankutsuo, which is a old anime series based on the Count of Monte Cristo. Very similar, just very artistic style. Right. And then they go to the afterlife, and everything's CG, but it's so well animated, and everything is mocapped so well that you're almost not sure if it's CG at first. And then after you look at it for a while, you're like, oh no, this is clearly CG. But then, the styles are so similar and blended so well together that it actually tricks your brain for a while, thinking that you're just seeing 2D, but it's like, is this rotoscoped? No, this is CG, this is 3D, this is mocap. Wow. And yeah, so there are things like the recent Trigun series from what was it, Orange Studios?
I think so,
that? Yeah. That got praised, and everyone was like, yo, we wouldn't complain about CG anime if it all looked like this. Well, guess what? This is not even that. It is better than that. And it looks amazing. The film is... I need to stop attacking you. I'm sorry. Every time I do that, I'm like, oh man. But yeah, no. That movie on multiple levels is art. It has an amazing, relevant, relatable message for everything terrible going on in the world today. It got me to look into Hamlet and the original story, and I don't know if I've read Shakespeare apart from occasionally seeing some Romeo and Juliet stuff, because that's everywhere. But it got me to read up on Hamlet and kind of figure out what was going on with Hamlet. And it's I think the hallmark of a good story that's inspired or based on something else is if it gets you to go back to the original and appreciate it for what it is and learn more about it if you don't know anything about it, And this movie absolutely did that for me. So yeah, just another banger from this director that I feel does not get as much fanfare as other directors. So that's my next rant. I'm glad that that Arc is on the same page. And again, if there's something you want to talk about, Blues, feel free to bring something up, or else I'm just going to keep yapping. It's kind of what I do.
I would, but the moment I start locking in, all my thoughts just go to mush. Chat knows this very intimately, especially when I start playing fighting games and shit.
Okay, well, I can fill for time. I can fill any dead air. That's kind of what I'm good at. Well, when a topic strikes my mind, if nothing is coming to mind, I'm just kind of sitting there until something interesting happens. But otherwise, there's a ping pong ball going around in my head, and it'll land on this one topic, and it's okay, time to talk about this thing.
God, that is a mood if I've ever had one.
By the way, Blues. So two things about the ranking in Sonic Rumble. So one of the reasons why this week has been so rough for you to level up is because the season didn't reset until today. I think.
Yeah, it was
No,
supposed to reset
Wednesday.
today.
Yeah, it reset on Wednesday. However, what this meant is that anyone who played the game on Tuesday still had all their score multipliers from the previous season.
Oh,
So the first day,
that's gross.
yeah. So I played the game for a bit, and I was just gonna log in and do my dailies, and I'm like, why is everyone's score so huge? And I'm like, oh, because everyone's still using their multipliers from the last season. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna sit here for a few hours and pad my score.
That feels illegal. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, they need to smooth out their launch timing. Like, they need to make sure that if they're doing an update, it needs to happen after the reset. Because when the party update came out, they actually ended the season like 4 hours early. So if you had not gotten to the rank that you were striving for, you could have lost like literal weeks of progress, which is gross. And then this week, when the season reset, you know, everybody got a bonus day of ridiculous multipliers, and anyone who wasn't aware of that, it just has to deal with the consequences. So it's like on the plus side, everything is evened out now, but it does mean that anyone who no-lifed the game yesterday got a huge lead over everyone else.
So it's a good day for the sweats, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Hi, Des. Good to see you, buddy.
It's like that one Bruce Willis movie. It's a good day to sweat hard.
Yeah, but some people are sweating a bit too hard for my tastes.
Well, yeah. I mean, that is unfortunately what's going to happen. The longer the game exists, the more casual people will leave it, and the more sweats will stay behind. By the way, I do want to point out that I think we might be in a lobby with exclusively bots.
That explains I was doing pretty well for a few minutes.
Just because the person in third place is named Sarah in full capital letters, and I don't believe a living, breathing human being would name themselves that.
Or maybe they're just very proud of their name, I don't know.
But then we have Misled Bear, so...
I've encountered like maybe one or two... Oh shit. I've encountered like maybe one or two VTubers as we've been playing today. All of which I don't know yet, but I must get to know them at some point.
I literally I keep running into that one person that I mentioned to you, and I also ran into someone that has the same model mama as me. So it was quite funny. I've also run into a old something awful Let's Player named Nish the Dish. I've run into them in both. Okay, Sarah might be a real person. I might have false identified.
Kind of jumped the gun a little bit.
Your name's okay. I just don't know why you put it in full capital letters. You must be very proud. I am not a number. I am a Sarah. But yeah, I've run into that person that I am aware of just from old Let's Plays, both while playing Overwatch and while playing this game. But again, Overwatch was like years and years ago. Although I have actually been playing it recently over the past couple weeks. I did not play Overwatch 2. Like, I played like one game because someone was doing like a stream for their birthday, and I'm like, yeah, I can join for a little bit, but I had other plans after, so we really only got one game in, and then it's like, all right, well, time to shovel this until Overwatch comes out. Okay, sure. Okay. Overwatch 1, 2. Yes. And the thing that's, I guess, a little disappointing is, as much as I am still enjoying it, I don't care about any of the new characters. I'm still just playing as a lot of my old favorites. I
kind of lost interest in a lot of the new characters. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think any of them are super, super interesting. And in a couple of them are really good. but yeah, there's something they did kind of lose that spark as time went on. And this is no hate against that community. If one of your favorites is one of the Overwatch 2 characters or one of the new 6 characters that they launched with Overwatch, more power to you. It's just like my thing was I pretty much would play like one character for long periods of time. So for me it was D.Va and then Moira and then Brigitte. And I would dabble with a few other characters like Pharah, Zarya, Sombra, Lucio, Mercy, didn't care much for Soldier 76, but I liked his gameplay style.
Good old COD bod.
Now that I've... Huh?
I said good old COD bod, that Soldier 76.
Yeah. Yes. And now they've added another one. Technically, they've added 2. They added Sojourn with Overwatch, the launch of Overwatch 2, who is actually the new leader of Overwatch, replacing Soldier 7. Sorry, Soldier 6-7 is what I think the kids require us to call him now.
I am not going to be calling him that. I don't care how cool it is.
I think he does, in fact, have a 6-7 voice line, unfortunately.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
Yeah. Somebody does. I want to say it's him. I know somebody does for a fact. I just don't remember if it's exactly him or not. And then with the new launch or the relaunch, whatever we want to call it, Jesus, I just got ambushed by all the penguins. They added a new character named Omri? Emery? I'm not sure. He's a Turkish guy. But again, big, like, just shoot bangs gunman. So now there are 3 of them. And I just think it's funny that every time they relaunch the game, they add a new gunman.
Almost because they forgot. It's almost like they forgot that they were a first-person shooter like competitor to begin with.
Yeah. It's just a weird thing because like all the other characters are so like quirky or imaginary, and then it's just like every time we gotta have one gunman. Well, that doesn't. I'm quite surprised, honestly, that there hasn't even been a JoJo collab.
Yeah, especially since Part 7 just like started becoming a thing this year.
And like Moira has a bunch of like David Bowie style like glam rock skins and stuff. So, I could definitely see Moira doing some JoJo poses. Like absolutely.
She got the swagger for it. She could probably get away with it.
Yeah, but yeah. So like I've really focused down on the characters that I'm playing as in Overwatch. So like my tank is still D.Va. I've picked up Mei again as my offense character. Sombra's really good now. They changed her a lot. She's more similar to Loba from Apex now.
Is her hacking still as broken as I remembered it to be?
Well, that's the thing. Sombra is one of those characters where her hacking was amazing when you could land it, but her kit didn't really give her a lot of opportunities to easily land it. It was too easy to see where she was coming and going from. But now, like Loba in Apex, she can just throw her translocator, and that immediately teleports her to that location, turns her invisible, and gives her the speed boost. So she can do a lot of really interesting things to be evasive and teleport all over the place. She does have to, if you do hack, she does uncloak, but she now has a damage over time projectile called Virus, and if you hit someone with a virus, they get hacked faster. Okay. And it's also it's one of the better damage over time abilities in the game, so a lot of people will get hit by Virus, and they'll like run away around a corner to try and escape, but they'll still get killed by it over time.
Okay.
So yeah, she can be very vicious, but again, when the enemy team really has their head on a swivel, you die a lot as her. She is still very squishy, so you really need to think about her abilities. But so like when I tried her out in Overwatch, and these changes probably came early in Overwatch 2's lifespan, if I'm being completely honest. Mm-hmm. But when I first tried her, I was like, oh well, yeah, I want to learn. Like I actually tried to learn Sombra toward the end of Overwatch, the original's lifespan, and again, learning curve was quite high. but I was getting some good games in there, so I saw the potential. So when I came back to it, I was kind of like, oh, maybe I'll pick up where I left off. Oh, she's great now. But she is very much feast or famine. And then I decided to pick up May again, who, again, I don't credit her in my like trifecta of Diva, Mora, Brigitte, but I did always play a lot of May just by happenstance, and looking at my stats, she was always like my second or third most played character, which I didn't even realize. And now I've picked her up again, and because I was a Brigitte main, like the fact that they got rid of so many stuns really bummed me out, and that's why I didn't play Overwatch 2 like at all. Mm-hmm. And like May is one of those characters where now her freeze ray just slows people down, but she's still really good. I don't know if they've buffed her in other respects, but she's great, and I'm doing great as her. So she's become my main, spelled with an E. Haha. So I'm joking now that I'm the triple M master, because I play May, Moira, and Mecha.
Were you trying to remember to say the name? Like,
no. Diva is a mecha pilot. M-E-K-A.
Oh, right.
So,
that's how you spell it.
I'm just being facetious. It's like, yeah. Mecha, Moira, and May, the 3 M's. But you know, I've tried Brigitte, but I think compared to other characters, Brigitte is still in a bad spot. Tried to learn Junker Queen because she seems real cool, but again, I feel like she's not a great tank in that role. In fact, I feel like they've added a lot of like bruiser tanks compared to Marvel Rivals, which is like, we're just gonna give everyone a shield. Overwatch is like, no, we're gonna take away as many stuns and shields from people as possible, and I feel like that's been really bad for tank players in general.
That's a shame.
Because I just see a lot of tank players that want to dive in and start doing some damage, and then quickly realize, oh, we don't have the health or defense for this.
Oopsie daisy.
Like one of the newer characters is a Scottish guy named Hazard, and I jokingly say that he's a hazard to himself, because every time I see him jump in, he just jumps away from the entire team, and I'm like trying to heal him, and I'm like, my guy, you jumped on the other side of like 3 dudes. I'm not gonna cross through that to heal you. And then he dies, and then of course eventually he'll say like, no heals. I'm like, what? silly stuff. The community has not changed. You can feel that there's been a talent drain to Marvel Rivals. That is felt. But yeah, it's just one of those weird things where, again, there are some new characters that do seem good that just don't appeal to me, like Ramatra, who's basically like evil Zenyatta, who's a tank. He's very powerful. There is this character's name is spelled M-A-U-G-A, but I believe he's Samoan, and his name is pronounced Maunga.
That's the last character that I remember being like introduced to the game. Also, hi Joey.
And he is awesome. And I want to learn him. But I'm enjoying every other character so much right now, and quite frankly, he's just evil diva. So, you know.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
There are unfortunately a lot of characters I feel that are just kind of alternate versions. So again, we have Sojourn and Omri, which are basically just Soldier 76. One of the new characters that I've tried and have enjoyed is Wu Yang, who is basically this dork, but he's basically he's a waterbender basically, but he's a huge nerdy dork, and he's just Moira, but with the abilities are divvied up differently. I would say there's more of a learning curve to him.
Right.
There's more potential for him. He's a support that pairs well with certain other supports, because one of his abilities like increases the amount of healing that people gain when they are healed. So if you have another support that isn't doing much healing, like if they just do burst healing, I don't think he pairs quite as well with them. But characters that do a lot of like passive healing over time, I think he synergizes well with. Or maybe the other way around. One of those two. I'm not going to claim I'm a pro at this, but that's just my shower thoughts, just looking at how he's kind of designed. His individual healing capability does not seem super amazing. He definitely seems reliant on that healing boost to do burst healing, which is why I kind of feel that he would synergize with other characters that are kind of in the same boat, you know? Lifts everybody up. But he's cool. Again, he's very much... I'm gonna be mean for a sec. You would relate to him a lot. He is very much just... He's just a guy trying to get by. He's like a college student from the College of Water, you know? He's a very everyman kind of character. You know, he has this fun interaction with Diva where he's like, oh, hey, you play Gauntlet of Legends or whatever, some made up like MOBA or something. And I was like, yeah, could you maybe help me like rank up? I'm stuck in silver. Yeah. And then she's just kind of like, maybe I'll have my mechanic help you out.
Damn, not worth her time, unfortunately.
But no, he's a goober, and I love him. He also just has Bubsy's catchphrase as a voice line. Like literally, when you reach level 7 with him, yeah, it's like what could possibly go wrong? And so I got him specific. That was one of the first things I did. Is I got him to level 7 with the new ranking system, like per character ranks to get like some cosmetics and stuff for free. I immediately got him to that rank, so I had that voice line. And it's like, if I'm gonna play this guy, I'm gonna have the Bubsy. I mean, let's be real here. So yeah, no, there's some good stuff in there. I'm not gonna be that guy and be like, Overwatch is back, y'all. But I will say that it never really stopped being fun. It's just that everyone was burnt out on it, and there was a large period of time where they really didn't know how to satisfy all the various people in their community. And I'm not going to pretend that they've achieved that yet, but there's so much stuff in it now that, you know, if someone got into Marvel Rivals, for example, and then fell off like I did, like, and don't get me wrong, I enjoyed my time with Marvel Rivals. I like playing as Angelo. I like playing as Spider Diva, Penny Parker. You know, I had, you know, Squirrel Girl, very fun. But there were just a lot of things like performance-wise, and I don't like the visual style that it has. And I feel that the character designs are, like, especially with the cosmetics and whatnot for that game, they don't look great. And just over time, it's like I understand why people like this.
It's close,
but it's just not. It's not succeeding Overwatch for me, you know.
I get that.
But then Overwatch itself wasn't doing that either, because like again, I did dip my toe in at one point. I was just like, ooh, all this free to play nonsense is. Ooh, it's a lot. Battle Pass. And again, I'm not going to say it's fine now. The monetization is still egregious. But if anyone has nostalgia for Overwatch and it's like, man, I wish I could go play Overwatch, just do it. I encourage you to do it. It's still fun. And, you know, there will be a bit of a learning curve to get back into it. Again, learning all the new characters and their abilities can be intimidating. There are unfortunately a couple that look similar to one another, like not just like playing similar, like again, Wu Young and Moira, the 3 soldiers that I mentioned, Manga and Diva, very similar. There's a newer character named Freya who wears like a cloak, and she looks very similar to Ana at a distance. One of the new characters, Vendetta, is like a Roman Colosseum woman, and she is a melee character. She runs around with a big ass sword.
Right.
Junker Queen, despite being a tank, has a offense character stature and like height and model size. And their voice lines are unfortunately kind of similar sometimes. So I will see one of them at a distance. I'm like, is that Jungle Queen or Vendetta? I can't tell. And right now there's an April Fool's event where everybody has weird voice lines, and it makes it even harder for me to figure out who's saying what. It's like even Freya has a voice line where she's just like, "You're cooked," and I'm like, is that Junker Queen saying? There's not a Junker Queen on the enemy team. Whose voice line is that? And then I think it's Junker Queen who has her ultimate voice line right now. Is just like, and I'm like, what on the Australia is this? I mean, it's no more or less toxic than any other team-based shooter. So, like, if you play Apex, and I also recently got into Apex over the last season. I stopped playing when the season split happened, but Apex, I will say, that has had some changes over time, and I have continually tried to get into Apex and hated it every time. Apex has finally gotten to a point where it's dumbed the gameplay down enough for me. There's just enough, like, drop in, you know, you can go to an armory and get a gun of whatever weapon type you want. They buffed one of the characters that I liked. And now I can, it's one of the defensive characters, but now you can play her more offensively. Because she had like really long startup times for her attacks and stuff like that. But now those have been reduced and blah, 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 blah. But still, if you play trios in Apex, you're going to have two people that just split up and die on their own and then quit. That has never changed. That is just the Apex experience. You know, just like how in TBD you need people to let you win because there will be people with unbeatable builds. Dead by Daylight for comparison. Valorant, Rainbow Six Siege, League of Legends, Call of Duty, Home of the Racists, any battle royale game. I could go on and on and on.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, it's one of those things where I don't think anything, well, I would say Apex is the thing that comes closest to League of Legends toxicity, but not even necessarily like the things people say, but honestly just the fact that it is a 3-player game ostensibly, and people will queue up and then refuse to play it that way is just insane to me. And a content creator I follow has made a statement about a few games over the years that I think is very relatable to like League of Legends, where it's like people want to play games like League of Legends, but the fact that they have to play it with other human beings is like a detriment to their fun in the game.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
Like if everyone was just like a clone of them that played the game exactly the way that they wanted them to, they would be a lot more happy playing that game. Or they would realize how much they hate themselves. Either or.
Whichever works.
Yeah. Bit of column A, bit of column B. But yeah, it's a whole thing. So, like, absolutely, when I've been playing Overwatch, you get those occasional circumstances where you have a bad round, and thankfully, I haven't had anyone complain about my performance, but I have definitely finished some rounds playing as like tank or DPS, and then like one of the other tanks or one of the other DPS will be like, huh, no heals. And it's just like, okay, wait. Our healer is either going to quit or they're going to actively not heal you. Like, what? Just don't say anything, man. So I've been taking a very particular stance. So when I stream games, I don't engage with voice chat, which is a shame because I feel like with Sea of Thieves especially, I kind of wish I could engage with that community more. But then at the same time, anytime you do, you're it is a coin toss whether you're gonna some racist that shows up on your doorstep.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why I
plank.
turn off. That's the whole reason why I turn off like in-game chats, because I can't
Yeah.
trust people to be like
So
civil-minded, I guess.
yeah. So what I've done for Overwatch is I have opted out of voice chat, but I will still participate in text. Now that's a little awkward because I'm just playing it casually on my console rather than on PC. So it takes a long time to enter a message, but I try to be, if I'm gonna send a message, I try to format anything as motivation rather than demotivation. So instead of being like, huh, no heals or tank not tanking, I might say that to myself, but in the messages, I'll be like, hey guys, could we focus on the enemy team's Reaper? He keeps teleporting behind and killing us all, or something like that. You know,
Right.
I try to give the team some sort of focus to rally behind. And I feel like part of that is then anytime if they agree with my stance,
Oh, I'm out.
there's this kind of reassurance that if they then kill this person that I kind of suggested that we should focus on, they're like, ooh, I did a good thing. I killed that guy that the other guy wanted me to kill. Hell yeah, I'm helping. You know? It's this interesting feedback loop of motivation, you know?
Yeah.
So you kind of trick people to perform better. But yeah, there are absolutely moments where I do get I do start pointing fingers verbally, but not in comms. Like earlier, I think it was today or yesterday. We had almost won this one particular match. We were capturing the objective. I was Moira, and I had my ult. The enemy Reaper, who was a big problem for us the entire game, comes onto the point and ults. And our Reinhardt, who has not been the greatest, he's been like breaking away from the pack very frequently and just expecting everyone to follow him. So the team has been very out of sync, unfortunately. But I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm gonna pocket this Reinhardt. This Reinhardt has his shield up. He's gonna defend against this Reaper. I'm gonna use my ult. I'm gonna, heal him. I'm gonna do a bunch of damage to this Reaper. It's gonna be great. I get the Reaper to like the tiniest sliver of health, and then I die. And then the Reinhardt turns away and starts focusing his shield on the other people, assuming that someone else will kill the Reaper for him. And then the Reaper kills him in a few seconds.
That's rough.
I'm just like, you have a hammer, guy. Swing it. Swing it. And then
Otherwise, it's just for show.
And then I think back over that entire match. I don't think he ever put down his shield once. I don't think he ever attacked anyone. So the entire time he was just a shield and nothing else. And the thing is, I was playing Stadium mode where it has a so Stadium mode is kind of like a MOBA inspired thing where you have item like passive upgrades and unique powers and perks that you can buy between rounds with a cash system similar to like Valorant or CSGO or again like MOBAs, right? You can see everyone's cash, and everyone's cash is based on how much healing or damage or absorbing that they're doing. And I'm looking at that, and like the Reinhardt was like 5 to 10k cash below everyone else on our team, and I'm like, okay, all right, buddy. I'm not gonna say anything. But I'm judging you so hard right now.
How's it going? It's going pretty well one-handed. Dude apparently forgot that he was a tank, or maybe he was under the impression maybe I am the shield, not this huge glowing shield that's attached to my arm.
Yes. But on the same thing, I've also had some really good moments where, like earlier today, I was doing a payload race where we got like totally wiped out, like right when the two payloads came close to each other, and it was really demoralizing. And the enemy team was just running away with their payload and occupying us on ours. And they just had like one or two people like bringing their payload to the finish line. and me and I think it was Zarya was our tank. Our previous tank quit, and then a new player joined. They picked Zarya. So we just pushed the enemy's objective, and we just held their objective and prevented them from making any further progress for the rest of that match, while the rest of our team managed to bring up our payload from behind, and eventually we won that round. And I think that might have been the decider, or we had like one more match to play after that, and then we also won that one. So like that was a terrible start, and then just me and this Zarya had this synergy moment where we're just like, we're gonna have to do this, and you know they were hitting their shields, I was hitting my shots, and you know that's when Overwatch really gets good. The problem is that you can summarize what I just said is Overwatch is good when I win.
Other days it's just a piece of shit.
Bad when I don't. But no, for real, like one of the things I really like about Stadium mode in particular, so the whole perk thing, take it or leave it. It adds a real complicated layer to things that does make it harder for some people to learn it. So some newer players to the mode will definitely sabotage your games, unfortunately, and they're trying to promote people to play the mode by giving you more progress in the battle pass if you play it. So you get a lot of people who are not experienced in it coming by and just kind of making everyone miserable. But besides that, what's cool about it is that it is you play it's best of 7, so you play up to 5 potential games. But you only play one objective per game mode. So you know how like in Control, you would typically, you'd go to like, I don't know, like Ilios or whatever, and you'd capture one objective, and then you go to another objective in Ilios, and then if the other team won the next round, then you would do a third objective in Ilios, but it'll all be within the same theme, right? Well, now you're doing like one objective in Control, then you're going to one objective, like one checkpoint in Payload. Then you're going to go for one checkpoint in Push, which is the one where you babysit a robot and he pushes a wall. And the individual rounds are a lot faster, but you're doing like 3 to 5 of them. And so there's a lot more variety in the gameplay. And sometimes your team composition is not as good in certain game types. And then so like you might get a bad start for like 1 or 2 rounds, but then your team really comes together once they have more powers and abilities, and they've picked better items for themselves, and they've got their build smoothed out or customized to target like the types of enemies that you have, yada yada. And the objective types might favor your team better, and then you come back from behind and end up winning it. So it's really thrilling. So I like Stadium mode a lot. I just kind of wish there was a way to maybe play it without perks, but maybe behind the scenes, maybe I'm just not feeling the impact that the perks and items and whatnot actually have, and that is necessary for the DNA of that mode to really shine. I just feel like it doesn't enhance or take away from my experience, apart from adding more to the learning curve. And in my book, a learning curve for a gameplay mode can be detrimental. Yeah. Not always, but like I would say it's detrimental unless it makes the mode more fun. And my stance is I don't know if it makes it more fun or not. But it is nice to have some interesting combinations of abilities and upgrade your character beyond their standard gameplay. Even in quick play, by the way, similar to some games, Apex does this as well now. Once you have gotten enough points, you get to pick a minor perk, and then eventually you get to pick a major perk between one of 2 choices. So in any mode of Overwatch now, you are slightly customizing your character against how other people might customize the same character.
Gotcha.
Those differences are not as big as they are as in Stadium, because in Stadium there are like 16 different powers and you can pick 4 of them. Whereas, again, with the minor and major perks, you're picking between 2 options both times. But still, it does add a lot more flavor to the game that I don't think it takes away from the game or improves it necessarily. It's just something different, something more. It helps to bolster some characters, and Others, like Brigida, don't get a whole lot from it, unfortunately. Because for some of the characters, it's like, okay, well, these perks are going to bring them back to the way that they used to work. Like Orisa, for example, has a she's like the centaur robot lady. She used to have a barrier that she would shoot onto the ground, and she would just like project this barrier, and you could hide behind it. Now she has a javelin spin. She takes a javelin, she spins it around and deletes projectiles, similar to Diva's defense matrix. One of her major perks is to swap out the javelin spin for the old barrier. So if you like that old style, you can return her to the way that she works before, while also having all the buffs of the other improvements that they've made to Orisa over time.
Okay.
So she kind of gets the best of both worlds. And then Brigida, I'm just like, okay, well, there's got to be a power in stadium mode that lets her stun people, right? No, she can still only stun people when she's ulting, and her ults don't come frequently enough to make that as fun as she used to be to play. It's like, oh man. But at the same time, there's still a lot of fun things you can do to improve like your damage dealt to barriers or airborne characters. One of them will increase damage dealt to airborne characters while also slowing them down. And then, of course, you slap that on Mei, who's already slowing down anybody. And anyone who happens to fly near me is going to regret it. On top of an ability she has to extend the range of her free spray. So it's fun, because much like Marvel Rivals, I'm sure you've encountered this, because I know you've played that a little bit.
From time to time, yeah.
There are a lot of players who don't want to deal or don't know how to deal with flying characters. Now that there's more of those in Overwatch, same problem. But in the stadium mode, you have perks that specifically deal with flying characters.
Right.
I like to build my character that way, because I don't trust other people to do that.
I was kind of surprised that Season 5 of Sonic Rumble Party is starting with an Alice in Wonderland collab. Well, I mean, only several characters are inspired by that at the moment, but yeah.
But I mean, you could argue that this is the sequel to Sonic and the Black Knight that we never got.
It's the blue blur. I'm not a berry, chat. Come on, I've been over this with you guys already. Hi, Scout.
Oh, no, it's because of the blue blur. They don't have their glasses, so they're just kind of looking at your head, and it's like it's kind of round and blue. Yeah, blueberry.
I hate you guys sometimes.
Listen, guys, vision care is important, especially if you drive.
Yeah, please do not forsake your vision. It'll fuck you over harder than you think. Jokes on you, I don't wear glasses. What's that problem like? Or what's that feeling like?
Probably something like Sonic and the Queen of Hearts or something like that. Or whatever the queen is named. I'm not super big on Alice in Wonderland. Is that her name?
I just call her the Red Queen from what I understand. By the way, I just realized my dumbass self can't read. Yeah, you're good. You're honestly good. Kind of wish the emblem rank rewards were a little bit better, but alright.
Yeah, they are surprisingly mediocre.
Let's see. What other new thing did I unlock?
Yeah, so it looks like Queen of Hearts or Red Queen.
I read my shipping label on my PC wrong. It's coming from California, not Canada. Oh! I was so... Because that's what confused me the last time you brought it up yesterday. I was like, wait a minute. Last I checked, you weren't Canadian or anything. By the way, Taz, did you know that the Spanish word for Smurf is pitufo? Is that true?
No.
Is that true? I didn't know there was an Ontario in California. Common misconception. That happens a lot. If it makes you feel any better, I didn't learn that until like a decade ago.
There's also a Paris in Ontario.
Okay, that one I didn't know either.
And a London.
Okay, the London I knew.
Yes.
I have at least maybe 2 or 3 friends from that particular city. Smurf is Spanish. Smurf in Spanish is pitufo. Okay. I don't know why I don't know why I was struggling to
So-
remember that.
So what you're saying is that in Spain, the Smurfs had a crossover with Mr. T because he Petey's default.
Oh my god.
A pity default wouldn't give me my Smurf berries.
Is he still doing things, or is he like, I don't know.
I don't know.
It just kind of feel like he
where he went.
dropped off the face of the earth after a while.
Yeah. Which
Whatever.
honestly, in today's climate, probably for the best. A lot of celebrities that are saying things they don't need to.
Yeah. Their reps would have been saved were it not for the fact that they just kept their mouth shut on certain things, or at the very least, didn't have a shitty opinion on shit.
Remember, guys, it costs nothing to be a good person.
But it costs you everything to be an asshole.
Unless you take part in prediction markets, in which case being a shitty person can make you a lot of money. But you didn't hear it from me.
I'm sorry, who made that suggestion? I didn't hear that. I need a new graphics card, but a standard graphics card now was like $700 to $800. You can thank the tech bros for that.
Yes.
Which is why I'm trying my damnedest to take care of the one that I have now. So
I misinterpreted what you just said. Like, you've got a pet tech bro? don't feed on water your tech bro after midnight. He'll turn into a monster.
his name is Carlito. Keeps going after my RAM when I tell him not to.
Keeps gnawing on my GPU, claiming he's mining crypto.
Motherfucker keeps raising the electricity bill by 12% each time he does that.
For some reason, anytime I'm standing on my rug, he keeps pulling it out from under me. I wonder why.
Maybe some sort of sick gag that he's into, I don't know. Yoink. That's shocking. Oh my god.
Oh my god, game, come on.
Yippee! I'm in! That was quick.
I don't know if you saw what happened to me. You were like just in front of me. I used the yellow drill power and ran into one of the laser bars, got
Hey.
stuck on the laser bar, and it continued to rise and take me with it. And unfortunately, I haven't leveled up yellow drill enough that I can jump cancel out of it, so I was stuck there. I got kidnapped.
Did you see why Sonic is called the Blue Blur?
Yeah, because everyone in Sonic's universe has astigmatism.
I was today years old when I found out that that was a condition. I just thought it was something that everybody had.
Well, let's be honest, there are probably a lot of people who need glasses and don't bother getting their vision checked. I've heard this. I've heard this from a lot of streamers, actually. I know. I don't know how recent this was, but I know Doug has specifically talked about it on one of his streams, being like, "Yeah, no, I thought you just couldn't see road signs until you're like right next to them. It was weird." But I went to my eye doctor, and he's like, "Yeah, you need glasses."
Glasses are cool, chat. No matter what the quote unquote cool kids will tell you.
Ow.
Run Digital want to get isekai'd? No, I've had my fill of isekais, so yeah, I agree. Oh shit. Okay, there we go, Chad. I got isekai.
Hell yeah! Now you're gonna have some overpowered secret ability that no one else in the universe has, and you're gonna get a whole bunch of elven hotties knocking on your door for some reason.
I already know enough elven VTubers who are attractive enough as is, though. Does that count? Shit.
Maybe we are the isekai and Blues is just living in it.
Oh my god, you're right. What year is it? What is the year of your lord?
Tuesday. Wait, what?
Hey Nano, thanks for the raid, I appreciate that. How you doing? I was actually planning to raid into your stream later, actually, but there goes that plan, I guess.
Sorry, I'm just sabotaging Blues here. Everyone raids in, I steal this guy's rings, I shake him down for his lunch money.
Which is only fair, I was shaking down people for their lunch money in Captain Blood yesterday.
Right.
How'd your stream go, Nano? To those of you who don't know who I am and are meeting me for the first time, what's up? My name is Digital-Bluez. I'm the Digital-Human Vtuber who takes the intelligence out of artificial intelligence to make people laugh or cry. I'm a variety streamer who streams a variety of games, composes a variety of music, as well as draws a variety of things. It's nice to meet every single one of you, and I hope you enjoy your stay here. I hope you all are having fun. I am doing my best to get out of Diamond Hell in this game. It's not going well so far, but... Actually, no, I'm doing pretty well, all things considered. I'm already, rank 11?
I just saw 11.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll be fine, I think. But yeah, Raiders, if you had to raid and dash, I completely understand if you must. After-stream self-care is enforced, encouraged, and recommended by myself and a whole bunch of my other friends. So Nano, if you have to leave after putting up a magnificent show in whatever it was you were playing today, I understand. Thank you for sharing your community with mine. I genuinely hope I return the favor to you someday. Sandrock, post a dystopian farming simulator with sci-fi shenanigans.
Oh, my time in Sandrock?
I need to check that out. I've heard nothing but good things about that one in particular.
I've heard there's a lot of attractive people. Because it's a farming sim, and that's ironically what most people play it for, is to date the people.
Yep. See examples. Stardew Valley.
Something cathartic that I think will brighten your mood, Blues. Something I always love seeing is when big business gets too big for their britches. There was an article that came out recently mentioning how increasing the price of Doritos to $7 a bag ended up costing PepsiCo billions. Which is the exact same thing that happened with Sony with, I believe, the PS5, when they started increasing the cost of games by like $5 to $10 for premium first-party titles.
Mm-hmm.
The money that they made back on that price increase did not compensate for the lack of sales generated by or caused by the price increase.
We love it when big corporations take an L.
there's always a breaking point when something stops being when you start having to second guess. Like if you're looking at a bag of Doritos and you're like, oh, $7 for a bag of Doritos, the company has already lost, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you're not in the store and you're like, oh, Doritos, I could go for some Doritos. Oh, it's like $4. Yeah, whatever. I'll get 2 bags.
Take care,
that's
Nano.
the thing, right? People would happily pay like $8 for 2 bags of Doritos rather than $7 for one. And of course, I'm sure a bag of Doritos now is also shrinkflated, so you get less than you used to. So yeah, just you can't keep raising prices. There will be a breaking point, and then you will just lose. And because it's on such a wide scale, like the notion that they lost billions on that price increase, just warms the heart.
Yeah. Like I said, we love it when corporations take a big L.
Yeah.
Hello there from the Season 4 Jet, the Hawk King of Canada, first in local Canada. I hope you rumble well. Hey, nice to meet you, and thank you. We'll do our best today. Hopefully I can finally get out of Diamond and meet my other friends who are also in Emerald rank.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to fact check you there, Banuk. We don't have a king in Canada. We have a prime minister.
Don't be a
you're lying.
don't be a smartass to the new viewer. But it's nice to meet you, Banuk.
I'm just saying. If you're gonna say that to people, say Prime Minister. That's the only correction I'm making here. I don't know if the rest of your statement is true or not. I'm just nitpicking the king thing because it's funny.
Well, yeah, thank you for stopping by here tonight. It's always nice to see a fellow Canadian gamer in the chat.
Yes. And then eliminate them.
Okay. It's okay, Saw.
No, I've said before that that's absolutely my mentality when it comes to games. It's like, you know, support your peers when it comes to VTubing, but if you're playing a competitive game and you see someone with TV, PTV, VT, or YT in their name, beat the ass.
I can't do that though. I like playing a lot with them. Or at least that's how I met like a lot of like the content creators who were associated with this game.
Well, if this is truly an isekai like we theorized earlier, then the rules of shonen would apply, and by beating them into submission, they would then respect you as a friend and rival.
There is that.
Yes. And if they don't, then that means they were never going to be your friend in the first place. I have excuses for everything.
I mean, if that's the case, did the a dog ate my homework excuse ever work for you in school?
I was a good boy. I always did my homework.
Okay, I was about to say. Oh, wrong dude. Okay, I made it. We're good.
Yeah, that one can be surprisingly challenging, even though it's like sword or spear or cleaver.
Yeah. But Jet the Hawk always wanted to be king of multiple countries in a dub, including Canada in the last of his list. I made it true.
I see.
Does the VA for Jet know? I feel like he should have the right to know.
I wonder if Banuk realizes that I replaced him with Bubsy in my copy of Crossworlds.
It's terrible.
What could possibly go wrong?
I'm literally scared of what the PS6 price will be. I'm guessing somewhere around the $1,400 mark. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of lost interest in like Sony's like console, like newest console, I guess.
Well, that's the stupid thing. Like, we haven't even had a full generation of the PS5.
Yeah.
Like, people couldn't even buy them for half the generation.
Yeah, because fuckers were trying to like scalp them.
And like, Xbox is thinking of making like a PC platform, much like the Steam machine, but it's probably gonna have a lot of like Copilot AI bullshit baked into it.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you not just get a Steam machine? Oh, well, it's because there's not going to be enough inventory of the Steam machine. So you're going to get all these people asking questions like, should I wait and get a Steam machine, or should I just get the Xbox Helix box or whatever? It's like,
Xbox Helix box.
That's literally, it's called Project Helix. So because like a DNA, it's two strands. It's a console and a PC. You can have both Xbox and PC things. Oh, it's inspired.
Certainly doesn't sound inspiring.
There's no, because they're late to the party and everyone's excited for the Steam machine. Because, like, again, everyone loves the Steam Deck. It's awesome having the most widely recognized platform have developers specifically optimize their games for use on a particular device, and I'm expecting that the Steam machine will be similar in that respect. So you can be sure that anything that you play on Steam on your Steam machine is going to enjoy fairly reliable performance, so you can treat it like a console. And so even if you have a mediocre like PC for streaming capability or whatever, you can get yourself a capture card and a Steam machine, and you can play everything on Steam, and then you can benefit from all the sales. So it doesn't even matter what the Steam machine or the capture card costs, because you'll make up all the money in sale pricing for video games. Like, Xbox is rapidly approaching does not need to exist territory.
It's true.
You know? Like, they've started putting all their games on their platforms. Like, their premier franchises like Halo and Bethesda games have been underperforming. Bethesda games and Halo are still going to come to PC. Sony's pulled out of the PC market, which is actually really funny in retrospect, because they decided to do that just before Microsoft announced that they're developing this PC console hybrid thing. Mm-hmm. So you can't even be like, oh, well, Xbox started putting their games on PS4 and PS5, but new Helix box can play PlayStation Sony games on Steam, right? No, Sony said no, they're pulling out. Now, unfortunately, this also means that I can't play Ghost of Yotei or Saros, which both look amazing, and I was really hoping would get PC ports. But I'm expecting that Stellar Blade, I don't think it's a first-party game. It's Stellar Blade sequel is still probably going to come. If it ends up being good, because, again, I don't like that game very much.
I'm slowly buying all my my games on PC now, just because Steam is so dang cheap with their sales.
Yeah.
The caveat, though, is unfortunately whatever you buy off of Steam, you don't technically own, which is kind of upsetting in retrospect.
Well, guess what? Everything you buy digitally on consoles, you don't own either. So
yeah.
You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know?
Which is why I'm kind of glad, which is why I'm glad that GOG is a thing.
Yeah. And that's the other benefit of running things on a PC rather than a console, is that you can actually play games off of GOG regardless of whether you have a Steam machine or the Helix box.
Although I am also the kind of person that would also like to have physical copies of certain games. Especially if they have like a shiny new collectible
fine
with them.
Yeah, that's fine, but it is also going to become rarer and rarer as time goes on. Or the companies will make the pricing of physical games less and less appealing. Oh, you kind of screwed yourself over there, buddy.
What? Unbelievable.
I'm assuming that was your power that sent you backwards.
No, I got handcuffed at like the last minute.
Well, no, that was me.
Oh, that's
before I handcuffed you. You handcuffed someone else, but you handcuffed someone behind you, so it sent you backwards.
Imagine Sega doing something very funny with the Xbox demise. I mean, you're not wrong. It would be kind of funny.
Well, that's the funny thing, is that the Xbox... I think the original Xbox was actually going to have a deal with Sega to have backwards compatibility with the Dreamcast, but then that deal fell through. So, it would be quite funny.
The only problem I have with that is those platforms in particular do not have controller support enabled by default.
Well, again, Steam Machine is going to be coming out alongside new Steam controllers. And I think the newer ones are going to be more similar to standard controllers. So there will be more... And again, the more popular PC gaming becomes, the more accepted platforms like the Steam Deck and the Steam Machine become, the more incentivized PC developers are going to be to have controller support. Like, once you can have a Steam Machine in your home as your primary gaming platform on your TV, yeah, indie devs are going to want to start working on that controller support sooner than later. Like, I will say, it is frustrating when I play a demo for an indie game and it has lacking controller support, or it only has, like, keyboard icons. Really frustrating.
Yeah.
So I'm with you there. Don't get me wrong. But I do expect that to change. Like, I think there are still good things coming in the future. It is unfortunate that it is happening under the Steam monopoly. But at the same time, unlike Google, Steam has at least proven themselves to be generally responsible. I'm not going to praise them and say that they are gospel, but they have a long enough track record that has been for our benefit as end users that I don't see them taking a stance that would be contrary to that. That's what Epic's for.
I swear to God, I don't really care. Like Tim, fucking CEO of Epic is such a dweeb.
Tim Sweeney is an asshole.
He's such a dweeb. Like, what the fuck is he talking about, man?
Anytime he says something, it's so self-serving.
Because remember, guys, I play games when I ended, so that's why I'm so dependent on it. When you ended?
One-handed.
Oh, one-handed. Right. Sorry.
Yes. Oh, dependent on controller support. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really want to have the new Steam controller. It does look pretty interesting.
I don't even know if I've looked at it. I'll look it up after this round. Because in my head, I still have the old Steam controller, but I've heard good things about the new one. So
I missed every ring on the way down. I am so sad.
Yeah. This is one of the worst finales. It is very much either you get everything or you get nothing.
I got robbed. I got a friggin'... I hate you.
Yeah.
Yes, Blues. Give in to your anger.
Fucking Palpatine show up.
Unlimited power.
Palpatine the Hedgehog.
Who's the actor for Palpatine again?
I do not know. I'm the wrong person to ask about film actors.
I feel like they ever introduced a hedgehog, like, okay, just for the shits and giggles of it. I mean, Sonic the Hedgehog already crossed over with Spawn. I would not be surprised if Star Wars was like the next fucking was like the next fucking crossover.
Okay, so I'm not seeing any images of Palpatine the Hedgehog. However, there is someone that has edited a death battle thumbnail of Emperor Palpatine versus Shadow the Hedgehog, which is really funny.
Because of course there would be.
Yes.
GG, I wasn't. You were the one first. Yeah, nice. Good games, bro. I hate that finale so much. I got screwed out of bouncing off of a rainbow cloud to hit the death egg.
Yeah, and then you just get repeatedly hit with homing attacks for the rest of the match. That's how it always goes.
I hate that specific finale for a reason.
Yeah.
It has the improvements of the Steam Deck controller, so that sold me out.
That's
Okay.
really cool.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be a really nice controller for a setup like that, because like I'm also thinking about using, like, the Steam Machine would also be a good home entertainment system, even just for like accessing YouTube or whatever. I do hope that there are options to install like apps, like the YouTube TV app, for example, onto it, so that you don't have to navigate it through a browser necessarily.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like accessing YouTube via a browser with a controller would be really annoying. In addition to all the other things that YouTube already does that are annoying, but like that is my Hyper Rush again. All right, you know the score, Blues. We must unite to beat Hyper Rush.
We do kind of have to, though. They were being diplomatic in the chat. Let's be real.
They came into your chat and had the gall to be friendly. We must crush them.
Would you rather they be friendly, or they just started like typing slurs in the chat? Let's be real.
Both.
I've had that happen before. I've had that happen before. It was not fun to deal with.
I don't know. Again, every time we play this particular stage, I get nostalgic for Sonic Heroes.
freaking Sonic Heroes. Is it true it's getting remastered? Please say yes.
Not officially that I've heard, but I think it would be a very likely candidate. All right, time for the final push. How is our quote-unquote friend going to get... God!
Just barely made it.
In front of them. It sucks though when you look at your final ring total and you're like, oh, for my place I got 750 rings compared to like 1,500, and it's just like, ugh.
It just makes me feel bad.
Battle. Yeah, it's such a dramatic. Like, I'll be honest, sometimes, like, as of the first race stage, it feels like you've already lost.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Like, it's a combination with some of the finales don't give you enough opportunities to make up for a severe ring deficit, you know? So if you do poor in the first race and that just carries through to the finale, sometimes it doesn't matter how good you do. There's also, like, even when you're playing squads, for example, so like the one where you're going up the tower and you're being chased by lava, that eventually just times you out, right?
Yeah.
So if your teammates all die and you start losing the number of points that you get per second, it eventually reaches a point where you actually cannot get enough points to get ahead of the other squads, because it will just time you out before you've managed that.
Right.
And that's always a bad feeling. It's like, no matter how hard you try as one person, if the other members of your team die early, you are not going to be able to carry.
Egg.
Fellas, there's enough dashes to go around. There we go.
Okay, okay, one more blue, one more blue, one more blue. No!
Fuck!
Of course, Hyper Rush is on the other team.
GG's Hyper Rush.
GG, sir.
I'm always weary about the team-based ones, because either the teammates won't like correspond correctly, or they kind of forget how seesaws work.
Well, oh god, I have two clips. I actually linked you to one of them. I don't know if you saw it.
I did see that. It was so unfortunate, like the way you just like got eliminated at the last second.
So the one where you tilt the ball into the center hole, I had two instances of this in the same day. One that I clipped and threw Gruce's Steam over from Skyward Sword, where I'm trying to steer the ball correctly and everyone else is going to the different corners, not understanding how physics work. And then I streamed it later that same day, and I had another circumstance where one of our teammates had left. I was obviously doing it correctly. The other person was going vaguely in the correct direction. Like, they weren't going left and down, they were just going left. They were doing something rather than nothing, but not as much as I was contributing. But then the third person, because of the other game modes that involve pushing balls, they for some reason did not read the instructions and didn't acknowledge that you're supposed to tilt the platform, and they were just trying to push the ball into the hole. And because to be where the ball is, they have to be on the side where the ball is, they were then tilting the platform constantly in the opposite direction, so the ball would never go anywhere. Even though they were physically pushing it, they could never actually gain any traction. And the same thing happened where somehow, above all odds, we got 1 point and then we got a second point, and we somehow managed to get into like second and first. And I was like, okay, let's just try and get one more and like just stay in there. And right at the finish line, another team managed to knock us into third. And it's just like, really? The exact same timing. I could not believe it.
That was such unfortunate circumstances.
Yes. And what else is unfortunate? The American education system, which I blame as the reason for why these people don't understand physics.
Your teammates were probably just playing for the vibes, let's be real. I think I might not. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was gonna say I might not make it. Ugh, ninth. Rough.
Cool.
Who's kicking ass? We are. So far, anyway. Or that's what I'm telling myself, just to, like, offset the sadness.
I'm here to kick ass and eat chili dogs. I'm all out of chili dogs.
Ironically, I had chili dogs before stream, so I thought that would at least help, but apparently it does not.
Okay, this is gonna be a stupid question. Did you just make those yourself, or did you get them from like a restaurant or something?
Oh no, I made it myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've been like I've never had like an actual chili dog, and I don't think there are any places around me that serve chili dogs. There are places that will serve hot dogs with various toppings, and there are places that will serve chili, but they will only sell you a full order of chili and a hot dog, and not do it
both.
up as like a chili dog.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man,
which is strange, because, like...
it just sounds like such a nice combination of things, because I love chili spices. I'm not the biggest fan of beans, I'll be completely honest, the texture at least.
Mhm.
But I love chili spices, and obviously like all the ground beef and whatnot in there, and the sauce. And then, onions, cheese, and a hot dog and a bun. Like, that just sounds amazing. Sounds like a very hearty meal as well.
That's the whole reason why I've gotten, like, so used to cooking it for myself.
Right.
That, and it's, like, or nutritious enough on its own, but, like... Oh, shit. Combine that with other things, too, it's just really good. I've not had supper yet because I was in a mood. Everything alright, Xena?
Didn't Xena say that they didn't eat earlier, or was that another stream?
That might have been another stream.
Okay.
Oh, we
Might have
lost
been yesterday.
Majima.
I was. Oh no, not Majima. That person's named like a real human being. Yeah, like I was lurking yesterday, but I was doing some other stuff, so I didn't end up chatting. So it might have been yesterday. I don't know.
Hi, Ed. Good to see you,
that's,
dude.
That's good. As long as you're not starved. Oh yeah, my favorite screen name. He's here. He's here. Tails the DT Fox.
That sounds like a Metal Gear name. Let's be real.
Well, it's a pun on the acronym DTF, you know.
Oh, that makes it even worse. I think. Like, oh shit. No. I had a thought and I already lost it. Fuck. How you doing though, Ed? Good to see you, dude. If my mods are present, could one of you shout out Ed, please? Ed is a good bean.
I just like Fox-related puns. I have a friend named Dragon Foxy, and I give him punny ideas for like shirts and stuff on occasion. Stuff like no fox given, you know. But like DT Fox is another like really fun one. Yeah, I know what you're getting at. So yeah, putting that on Tails is a little but I'm not gonna. I don't think that is necessarily the intent of.
I would.
Again, I think that 90% of the people who play this are adults with disposable income. Otherwise, these people would not have these skins.
That is true.
Mom and Dad are not giving you their credit card to buy a $50 Sonic skin. I'm just saying.
Oh, I got knocked all the way from 3rd to 6th. Rough.
I'm in 7th. I did not. Hey, there he is.
I'm glad you're still enjoying this game. It's a lot of fun, really. I have no problem. Like, I have no issues with party games on their own as is, but this is actually not a bad party game.
Well, and that's the thing. Like you say, it's a party game. It's actually a platform battle royale like Fall Guys. But as we've discussed before, if you think about it, the mini games and whatnot in Fall Guys and this are really just the mini games from Mario Party with no board game.
Yeah. Sounds like when I named my Chocobo Zero Fucks in
Well, that just reminds me of the old like angry video game nerd bit. I want to say it was Castlevania, one of the Castlevania games where the composer was named like Fred Fucks.
God.
I know it's actually. I'm sure it's pronounced like Fuke or something like that. But
I was about to say I'm kind of surprised they let you get away with that name, Ed. That's hilarious though.
Well, I mean, it's a real name, so.
I've had brainworms for this game again recently. It's great seeing how they improved it. I would say it's much needed, the improvements. Oh, it's Hyper Rush again.
That, oh my god. I would say that Party Rumble is really nice. I would say that the changes to squads and co-op are fine if you play casually, but if you are at all trying to rank up or be competitive, the changes made to those modes are not great for the overall health of the game because of, again, the volatility of the scoring system that I mentioned before. Also, the fact that those events will basically go until 3 a.m. Sunday morning, the date of the reset. So it will get to a point where if you want to compete and you haven't padded your score enough, you may well have to stay up until like 3 a.m. giving yourself some padding on your score, unless somebody playing co-op or squads happens to dethrone you with a massive surge in their score.
Oh god, I could not be arsed to do that.
I know.
I wish I could if I were younger, but I am not of that age anymore.
Like, listen, I've got a lot of free time right now, so like I'm doing it. I want to get. I'm probably gonna stop tryharding once I reach Master Emerald. I just want to see what the ranking system looks like. I haven't seen any screenshots of it, and I want to see how BS it is. And I also kind of just want to have that on my profile to see like. Because like once you like, it always shows the highest thing that you've achieved. So like right now I'm literally at 9 stars out of 10 in Chaos Emerald rank, which part of me is like, it'd be really funny to stop playing here and then everyone could see that, you know, I stopped playing literally 1 star away. The fucking like guy mining for diamonds meme. But once you hit Master Emerald, it shows just Master Emerald Rumbler, and then it says ×0, ×1, etc., and that's basically just how many weeks you've been in Master Emerald rank.
Right.
And I don't think they have to be sequential.
I would hope not.
But,
I just want to be out of Diamond, for God's sake.
Yeah, I will say, getting out of Diamond, like, for you, how do I make this not sound... To be blunt, it is very feasible for you. And I say this not as a matter of skill, because this game doesn't involve skill. It is playtime that matters.
Yeah.
And you obviously have a finite amount of playtime that you want to sink into this when you're streaming every day. So, yeah. Diamond rank, I definitely think you can make it to Chaos Emerald. I'm going to tell you now, you are not going to want to rank up to Master Emerald.
No, I think if I can get about as far as Chaos Emerald, I think that's when I'll stop giving a shit.
Yeah, because then you can get all the achievements at least.
Yeah, that's all I want, really.
Rank. Yeah.
I've got like maybe 2 of them left.
Yeah. But yeah, like even for me, who can be very competitive and spends a lot of time on like grinding in games that I do appreciate to achieve arguably meaningless displays of achievement. Yeah, no, getting to Master Emerald is not worth it. I'm still gonna do it, but I don't think it's worth it.
That's fair. I'm gonna shoot for Emerald rank 2 just so I can get all the achievements on Steam. Yeah, it's one of the few games on Steam that I'm close to perfecting, so I might as well go for the full of it.
And it's still quite doable because again, if you're in the top 20, you get 4, and if you're in the top 50, you get 2. The problem and the reason why I'm giving Chaos Emerald such a hard time is because if you're in the top 20, you get 2 stars, and if you're in the top 50, you get no stars, and if you're in the top 80, you lose 4 stars. So you have to sweat your ass off just to get 2 stars, and if you happen to not make it into the top 50 or above, you lose 2 weeks of progress, and that's unreal to me.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Especially with like how many hours I've had to put into the game to actually achieve those 2 stars. Like I am absolutely putting in like 6 to 10 hour sessions sometimes on Sundays to make it work. Just because like I oftentimes on a particular day in the week will not be in the mood to play the game, right? So when I was grinding Fast Penguin, I would set quotas for myself, but that has its downsides as well on your mental state. It's a more manageable way to budget it, but at the same time, sometimes you just get up and you're like, oh, I don't want to play Fast Penguin today, man.
Yeah.
But then if I don't play today, then I have to do double the quota tomorrow, and it's just like, this is not a way to think about a game in a healthy manner. I'll be completely forward on that, which is why I advocate against striving for Master Emerald rank, because it is unfortunately a system that is not designed with user mental health in mind.
Yeah. Honestly, it wouldn't be so bad, like, if they at least introduced, like, a method or, like, some sort of item or whatever that'll prevent you from, like, losing a rank if you don't even do that well this season.
Yeah, some sort of rank protection would be kind of nice. I just don't know how they would do that. Yeah, it's just the combination of the time investment and the threat of lost progress is really unhealthy. And let's be honest, the only reason it's designed this way is because if you pay enough money, you don't have to put as much time in.
Yeah.
Right? And that is... It sucks to read between the lines like that.
God, it hurts so bad when you have to as well.
Yeah. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong. This game is still fun. I still say to friends that don't want to play this because of the monetization, I'm still enjoying it. I would love if some of you guys would like to play this with me. I don't expect you to get into this as serious as I do. Also, I don't know if you need to acknowledge the alert that just popped up or...
I saw it. I was just waiting for like you to finish your thought. Yo, Hyper Rush, thank you so much for the follow, dude. The auxiliary cord is now yours.
Yes, thank you for following Blues. He is a cool bean.
Not that cool, but thank you.
I mean, you're not as grumpy as I am, so that because Hyper Rush showed up here and I'm like, yes, I will fight you. And you're like, no, friends, no, Ty's back, get back, bad dog, bad dog, get back,
potential
get back
friends. Don't scare off the potential friends.
Why make potential friends when you can have potential foes? Frenemies.
Hi, Calic. How you doing, bro? Let's get a shout out for Calic, please, if any of my mods are available. What do you mean you're so cool, Digi? I'd like to think that I'm at least socially competent, I guess.
By definition, you are at least Canadian, which means that compared to most of your American audience, you are in fact cool.
I mean, fair. No offense to a lot of my American friends out there.
No, by temperature.
Oh, never mind. I feel like an even bigger idiot.
This is not me digging at the Americans currently.
Wait, but you can't hold them. What's the word? Not responsible, but like you can't hold it against it that they're being led by shitheads. Let's be real.
That's the nice thing about democracy.
Fuck.
If you voted better. No, I'm being fishy, so it sucks that you guys have to put up with that bullshit, and my heart goes out to you. But at the same time, yeah, your education system sucks, and I feel like that is at least something that you can do more about. You know, doesn't have to end with the school. You know, the kids go home. the kids are not being taught anything at home.
That is true.
Yes, you are hostages.
Unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately.
Yes. And technically, so are we, and so is anyone in proximity to the U.S.
That is also true.
Yes. If only instead of hostages we could be hostess donuts.
Fuck, man, now I want donuts.
There it is. There's the food name drop on a blue stream, which makes him hungry.
That's my secret, though, chat and ties. I'm always hungry. I can't tell if it's because I've been like amping it up so much during like workouts and shit, but like, damn, I'm generally more hungry than usual. I eat 3 square meals a day. Don't get me wrong, but like, it's just never enough.
See, I think if you're a hostage, you would not be allowed a pen.
Let alone a donut.
Well, no, that's what they used to gag you. instead of like a ball gag, it's just like a powdered donut.
Not really much of a gag if you can eat it all the way through. I'm just saying.
Oh, but no, if you eat it, then it would be your mouth would be so dry, and they wouldn't give you water until your next meal. You know, there's reasons why you might not want to eat the powdered donut.
Well,
if Jigsaw was a cartoon character, would you like to play a game? I have jelly donuts.
no. If Jigsaw ever had to like be like, if Jigsaw ever had to be introduced to a child audience, one of his literal like games would be like he'll give you a peanut butter sandwich without any milk. Let's be real.
Yeah. Here's a teaspoon of cinnamon. Here's a single color puzzle that's 100 pieces, but it's missing one.
Oh, I was eliminated? Damn. I didn't have enough rings. Damn it.
Wait, how did that... Wait, really?
Yeah, if you at some point, at some point, even if you don't, even if you survive like certain of the survivals, you get disqualified if you don't like meet a certain rank threshold, which is also kind of dumb, but it's whatever.
Wait, wasn't Hyper Rush in there too?
Yeah.
Did both of you get knocked out? Oh yeah, now's my time.
Okay.
You being nice. Now it's my time to shine.
Just there's no pressure. There's no pressure.
I'm number one.
There's no pressure, but don't fuck up. Let them cook.
I have the crown. I will be Jet, the King of Canada.
I've got a confession. I've never seen Saw. If it makes you feel any better, I lost track of like how many Saw movies I've seen.
Too many.
One too many.
Oh, you know what's funny? I watched the Until Dawn movie recently. That is not an Until Dawn movie. It is a Dead by Daylight movie.
That was an Until Dawn movie?
Yeah.
Was it good? I mean...
No. It was terrible. It wasn't an Until Dawn movie. It has the guy. It has the funny Swedish man in it. But apart from that, it's actually a Dead by Daylight movie.
They literally should have stopped Saw movies at 3, in my opinion. Last I checked, there was at least 7. At least maybe I'm counting wrong.
Alright, who do I attack? Anyone near me, I guess. I need to make up some points. No! Stop!
There's 8?! Oh my god. They were really trying to milk that franchise dry, weren't they? Good lord.
Why do you mention that? My next trap is I'm going to serve you oatmeal cookies with no milk.
Oh god.
I will! And I'm the King of Canada now! It was really close.
It was. Genry was down by like 100 or so rings.
Yeah, no, they kept catching up and getting ahead of me. Ooh.
I'm a big fan of the franchise. I mean, that is fair.
Can I make you really depressed for a second, Blues?
That depends on how bad it's gonna sting.
So look at your current score on the leaderboard.
On the leaderboard?
Yeah. Okay, so you've got basically 15,000, right?
Something along those lines.
So I spent a bunch of time playing on Tuesday with my score multipliers from the previous season. I'm currently sitting at 46,000.
What the fuck?
And in Chaos Emerald, that's actually pretty good for this week. I'm actually sitting at rank 6, which is nice because as long as I'm in the top 20, I finally get to Master Emerald rank, and I'm free. So I just got to keep it up for the rest of the week. But I'm really worried about when the co-op comes back. Yes, GG Hyper Rush. as much as a goober as I'm being, I respect your accomplishments. See, that's the thing. I need to beat someone first, and then I act friendly to them.
It's only okay. It's only when you win against them or so. That's when your guard lowers.
The game is good when I win, and the game is bad when I lose. It's like Overwatch.
If there's one thing I should be thankful for, though, at least you don't play the game for the vibes. Listen, chat, I know that Marvel Rivals joke is overdone, but like, when the developers give people the ability to like acquire a spray of that specific joke, you know you fucked up somewhere. Yeah, there is literally a spray of like that specific drama in the game now. It's so fucking weird.
Sorry, I actually am not familiar with this drama, and you've mentioned it a couple times. Can you elaborate? Okay,
so I think it was like about several months or so ago. There was a streamer by the name of Kingsman, I think his name was. He entered
that whole like competitive thing with like the teams, and like someone got kicked off the team or whatever.
Yeah. So they were all playing for like a grand prize of like 40,000 US dollars, I believe. Right. And for Kingsman, that would have meant a lot to him because like that would cover his like, you know, his college tuition fees and all that shit.
Yeah.
So the team he was playing with unfortunately did not catch the memo, or at least didn't get the idea that he really wanted to win that specific tournament.
Right.
So I think, if I recall correctly, a lot of his teammates just started giving him grief about, like, you know, they're just there to play for the vibes and shit, which is where that joke came from. Right. And it got so bad. It got so bad to the point where I think they started like spreading false rumors around about that guy. And when it was found out that like he was completely in the right for like everything that had happened to him, the irony is that the streamers he was playing with, as much as I don't like having to use the word, the streamers that were giving him grief were canceled for it, essentially.
Right, so they basically teamed up to mean girl him.
Yes.
Okay.
And it backfired on them, like, hard, because, like, while Kingsman did not win the tournament, he made up for it with, like, gift subs and donations that I think matched the exact same amount that the tournament was paying out.
That's awesome.
So, joke's on them, I guess.
Yeah.
Goes to show being an asshole doesn't really, you know, pay in spades. Which is why I fucking hate.
Like, I can understand both sides of that argument, but at the same time, when you're a team, you need to be on the same page. A random anecdote, and I'm gonna just disclaimer: I have not put much research into this myself, so feel free to fact check this on your own. Mm-hmm. So that pretty famous Olympic figure skater, I want to say, the Asian girl with the cute raccoon hair, like the yellow and black hair.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know her name, but like, apparently she was big in the scene for a while, but a lot of the scene was driving her to do a lot of like the Hollywood stuff, like make sure you're thin, make sure you're pretty, blah blah blah. You're putting on a show, you gotta look good. It's not about the art, it's about looking good, and so on and so forth. and that really got into her headspace, and eventually she got out of it. And like it was just having a real negative impact on her whenever she would perform poorly or whatever, or not to expectations. It was very stressful. But then eventually she kind of, worked on herself and like started appreciating it again as a form of artistic expression. And then she went back to the Olympics, not planning on winning it, but just, putting on a show.
Yeah.
And that passion shone through and got her to win gold. But she's got this very, like, laissez-faire attitude about it. She wasn't going in it to win it. She was just going in it for the sake of the art and just happened to win as a result. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that is, again, like a good example of how something like that should have played out. Like you have one person that's looking to compete, and as long as they're not making everyone else in the group miserable, everyone else should be trying to rise up to the occasion and not just like fuck around for content or whatever. Which I assume is what was probably happening if they weren't being serious about it, or if they were picking like quote unquote throw pick characters or whatever.
Yeah.
Or not synergizing with their team play and so on. Because I think that was some of the complaints, is like one of them kept picking Black Widow or something, and they weren't doing very well with her. And when recommended to switch, they just refused because, again, vibes.
Yep.
But yeah, interesting. It is good to see. It is one of those rare circumstances that still gives us some hope. That there is some justice in the world. That, like, again, I'm sure those people felt that they were in the right, that, they probably thought that this Kingsman guy was, trying to take things too seriously or whatever. Well, that's $40,000, man. I mean,
yeah, it's like, it's a tournament, for God's sake. At least try and bring your A game, And this is coming from someone who's not like the more like competitive streamer out there, as far as chat knows anyway. Like, there was literally nothing on the line every time I play these type of games with people.
Yeah, and like for me, I actually struggle with competition when there is something meaningful on the line. There is a cool like Eldritch Skeleton VTuber named Little Nicto, who hosted a Fall Guys tournament, and there was a monetary prize. I'm not going to say the amount because it doesn't matter, but would have been nice to win it. I entered with a buddy as well to give us a better chance. And he was aware of someone else that was entering who is a bit of a killer. And I'm like, no, we got this. We've played so much Fall Guys, as a team, we can take this. We lost in the first round because we had not practiced at all, and we got one of the memory ones, so it wasn't even like platforming skill or anything. It was the one where they show you the various fruit panels, and then they pick one fruit, and you got to stand on the appropriate one. And both of us were tired and not on the ball. And we just, and like everyone dropped out except for like a couple of people. And the people that we saw as like the biggest threat, they went on to take the whole thing. And it's like, what? It can't be too mad about the results. We knew that they were skillful people and they ended up taking it in the end. But it was really, it hurt to lose in such a dramatic fashion. And I'm like, if we had just gotten something that was more skill-based and less memory-based, I think we could have, maybe we would have lost either way. Yeah. But at least I would have felt like we had a fair and fighting chance against these people that we were kind of, I wouldn't say we were looking forward to compete against them, but it would have been nice for the competition to feel like a competition.
No, I get that.
That is what these games are. That is what these games are. Sometimes you get the Sky Sanctuary finale and everyone just homing attacks you to death. That has nothing to do with your proficiency. Sometimes you just get stuck in a bad position and everyone else gets to take advantage of that.
Unfortunately.
Like, no matter how much you like, being good at something like Fall Guys or this doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be in first all the time. It's literally impossible. Yeah. You'll be in first, or at least the top 3, more than other people, certainly. But you can't pretend that you're always going to be in first. There is always going to be a bit of randomness, and the skill really comes into play when it comes to taking those opportunities to turn what could have otherwise been a loss into either a fighting chance or using resources like the skill system or whatnot to your advantage to do crazy stuff like skipping across most of the Smurf level.
Yeah. Which is something I still am not really going to be good at. Because those frickin' snails, man.
Yeah, there's I don't know if I have the best route in my head for the snail section, but absolutely the first part of the level I have down because, well, I just skip it.
I took 10. Alright, that's fine. I cleaned my furniture a few minutes ago. Apparently the cleaner is on my lips because my Dr. Pepper cherry is bitter. Xena?
You should probably
you need to
clear that.
Yeah, you might want to like wash your mouth out just to be safe,
New Dr. Lysol. Oh, lemon fresh.
Okay.
This is a stupid thought, but I wonder if using like a soda stream to carbonate like a cleaning product would actually make it more effective somehow.
I don't know if the science checks out on that.
I don't know either. I don't think it would, but there's part of me that was like, well, it's fizzy.
I was gonna say anybody in chat that has a soda stream you should try, but I don't want you voiding the warranty on that.
Yeah, no. Unless you're one of those stupid YouTubers who's just gonna be like,
I'm gonna buy like 5 soda streams and I'm just gonna carbonate a whole bunch of weird things that I shouldn't carbonate and ruin 5 soda streams in the process because my ad review will cover the cost of those 5 soda streams and then some.
It drives me crazy when I see people do that, by the way. It's so wasteful.
No, I get that.
But I get it. It's the whole Mr. Beast thing where it's like, you can live vicariously through rich assholes content doing dumb jackass stuff. It's like, I really enjoy watching Nile Red, aka Digital-Bluez videos, but sometimes he'll have these moments where he'll just like take something and just like smash it on the ground. I'm like, oh, you idiot. Like, don't, I know you're making lots of money off of this, but don't be wasteful. And
the cleaner this time is called Orange Geo. It's made out of an
I would
acid.
assume most cleaners are acidic. Unless they're basic.
If it's something that man does, I am not touching it. Yeah, precisely why when I'm like, if he actually goes through with like, if he actually somehow goes through with acquiring the license for Naruto, I think I'm just gonna not watch it. I don't.
Who are we talking about?
Apparently, Mr. Beast wants to buy the rights to like to Naruto, which is insane when I say it out loud. I have no idea. Naruto, brought to you by fucking Feastables. Which sounds cursed when I say it out loud like that.
Jesus. I can't wait to see Naruto's Shadow Tesla no Jutsu. I've summoned an army of electric self-driving cars.
No.
And then Mr. Beast acquires the license to Jujutsu Kaisen, and his domain expansion is the Mr. Beast games, and he makes you compete in a Squid Game competition for your life.
In like the most inhumane conditions possible. I've heard the stories. None of it were good.
Oh, really?
No, apparently a lot of the competitors were not looked out very well. Some of them had like very like problematic physical injuries. Some of them weren't even given like proper nutrition, let alone hydration.
Awesome. Which is stupid because fucking Mr. Beast works with those other two assholes that make the child mold meals that come with the prime forever chemical energy drinks. So you can at least hydrate people with that. Sure, they'd be riddled with microplastics, but at least they wouldn't be dehydrated.
Yeah, you'd think they would have been provided with all that stuff. But no, apparently none of them were given like adequate care or anything.
Jesus Christ.
My brother wants the Feastables and I will not let him get them. I mean, good call.
No.
You don't really want him eating... Oh, I'm 5th now, yippee!
Mr. Feastables, now with less lead.
I mean, there's one way to get extra lead in there, but it's not going to be the way you think.
But it's such a transparent thing where it's like clearly this guy is living with this mentality of like, I'm rich, so I'm gonna do the things that children think that rich people would do. Like, I want my own chocolate bar. I want my own burger restaurant. I'm gonna make my own Survivor Squid Games thing, you know. But he's just wasteful and taking advantage of people for content. And like, again, it still goes into the whole thing where it's like, I'm gonna give this person a Tesla, or I'm gonna open a store where everything is $1. Yeah, anyone who goes and appears on camera is there for content, and he is making more money off of those people's appearances than they are actually getting in the goods that he is giving them for quote unquote free. You know?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's one of those things where I suppose it's hard to argue if he is giving like impoverished people like free PS5s or whatever, or Teslas, or like he is doing a good thing, but the fact that he is profiting off of it more than the things he is giving away just rubs me the wrong way morally, you know?
No, I get that. That's why I was kind of weary of him at first.
It's the whole thing with social media people. Well, like, there was that guy who makes the rounds on social media now and then where he did a whole bunch of, like, food waste stuff where he'd make, like just gigantic, like, a gigantic mac and cheese meal or whatever, and then not finish it, and it would, like, just generate a whole bunch of food waste. And then he has that video where he's, like, about to start doing that, and then he kind of waves his finger at the camera, and then he makes, like, a bunch of sloppy joes or whatever, and starts handing them out to homeless people. But the thing is, he's doing all that on camera and monetizing the video. So you're not really doing it for humanitarian reasons, you're doing it to make money.
Yeah, that's why chat, it's always hard for me to like believe someone who's like doing something in the goodness of their heart while they have their camera turned on. It's like,
yes, or if someone is announcing that they've donated X amount of dollars to a charity. If you're making it public, if so, to be clear, some like charitable donations are visible in public records. But if you're the one who's saying, "Hey, I just donated $1 million to cancer research," blah, 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 that's for you. That's for you to make to get engagement and make money.
mm-hmm.
And you're probably, because of the fucked up the way that the world works, they're probably going to make more than the amount that they donated. Because again, all these billionaires, when they are quote unquote philanthropists, they would not be billionaires anymore if they were true philanthropists and were giving away most of their fortune. They're giving away their interest, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I can just give away my monthly interest from my bank and get a lot of positive attention? Wow, sweet deal.
Mr. Beast charity is basically suffering porn. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, but you're not wrong.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, the only good thing that Mr. Beast has done is like the Team Trees and Team Cs, and I think that's the only reason that's good is because Mark Rober is also involved.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a joint project between the two of them, I'm pretty sure.
You know what? That kind of tracks now that I think about it.
It's like, at the end of the day, it's still Mr. Beast doing his thing, and like he knows he's going to get positive press for it. But at the very least, Mark Rober is there to make sure that like children and impoverished nations are not being taken advantage of for content.
Yeah, I'm glad someone's keeping a leash on him, essentially.
Yes, because society certainly isn't.
Yeah.
And I tweeted out recently. Let me just look this up again.
The reason I dislike
Remember that I
Beast is
did
because
it.
he finds people in need of money, locks them in a building for days, and laughs at their suffering. We're entertainment for him.
Well, yes. I mean, that is again what Squid Game is about. Like, unfortunately, life imitated art.
On TV, like in any other mediums, like books, TVs, or movies, even, yeah, that would be fine. But the fact that he's emulating them with actual people who are
As
suffering
a reality
actual
show.
yeah, and are suffering
Yes.
actual consequences because of that, that's fucked up.
Yeah, the reality show got too real. But yeah, I made a tweet recently where I basically said, like, whenever I accidentally click on YouTube's gaming category, I can't help but be disturbed how ad revenue has incentivized creators to pander to children. And I included a thumbnail of like, oh, exploring a scary Minecraft world, and there's a guy going like with his mouth open, like, and like Minecraft like obsidian blocks in the background spelling help. And it's just like the most mind-numbing thing, but I'm sure children love that. And then I also had, there was also another one that was like a Roblox Easter event. And it's just like, again, happy-looking, like millennial guy doing like admin abuse plus new Easter event. Oh, hoo, hoo. And then I continued my thought by saying like I know I'm being an old man, you know, thinking about like the good old days of role models like Blue's Clues, Bill Nye the Science Guy, and stuff like that. But kids have access to the internet so much earlier and on almost every device, and most of what's projected to them is unironically this brain rot. Like, it's not educational, it's not teaching them good morals, it's just man playing video game. And like, again, there's nothing wrong with that, but it is disposable entertainment. I'm not gonna pretend that we're sitting here like,
Ah, damn, I got
making
knocked out
the
of first.
like really making the world a better place. Like, yeah, there might be some people watching us and we're brightening up their day, making them laugh, whatever, and that's great. But we're not educating people, we're not informing them. We are here to just dick around and play a video game, right?
Yeah.
But the fact that so many grown adults are being incentivized to play children's games like Roblox, and again, I know Minecraft isn't necessarily a children's game, but it's like Legos, it's an all ages thing.
Yeah.
And the primary audience of Minecraft YouTube videos is children.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is a problem. And should honestly be stopped, and should have been stopped a long time ago. And it also doesn't surprise me how Roblox has become so infamous with its pedophilia problems, because quote-unquote hosts of these channels are now more capable of interacting with viewers than ever before. Not saying that all of them do this, but I'm just saying you couldn't have a meet and greet with the guy from Blue's Clues or Bill Nye, but you could hop into a Minecraft server hosted by, like, Buddy Soyface pointing at the Minecraft video, the Minecraft horror map, and you could hang out with this guy even though you're underage, you know?
Yeah.
And that is a terrifying thought. And the fact that parents don't parent anymore, you know?
Because it's never their fault that their kids turn out wrong. It's always the fucking YouTuber's fault, which is, on paper, yeah, like, that is agreeable, but at the same time, they're not the ones responsible for looking after your kid.
It is the parents' fault, it is the content creators' fault for doing what they are doing, and it is YouTube's fault for enabling to finance everything that again is incentivizing them to do what they are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is how Fortnite became as big as it is, by making a game that ostensibly appeals to children, having content creators appeal to children, so that they could then have skins based on properties that appeal to children, and make money off of parents' credit cards belonging to, or parents' of said children.
Yep.
You know, it's and like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy some Fortnite, and there are some things in there that I do not think appeal to children, like the VTubers that have recently appeared,
Like Suisui and
yeah, Suisei and Kazuna I don't think these are VTubers that have appealed to children.
Nope.
I'm sure there are some, but these are VTubers for
adults specifically.
enough.
Yeah. There's a video called Mr. Beast is what Karl Marx warned us, which summarized pretty well the things discussed about him here. It sounds like a shitpost video, but it's a serious video and a very good one. Do you mind linking it to me later? I'd like to see it.
I've seen that being promoted, but I haven't checked it out myself. I think the thing is, when I see a YouTube video named like that, I see that title and I'm like, I can't imagine what this video is about. Like, I am already well enough informed that I don't feel I need to watch it.
That's a
like,
fair
don't
statement.
Get me wrong. I can understand the catharsis of watching someone put all this into words and having like the footage and like the receipts. You know, it is important that this stuff gets documented, but I also feel that there's a bit of a futile aspect of, no matter how many videos get made about these people, nothing's going to change. Asmongold recently got suspended off of Twitch, and people, like, there was someone who posted about that news excitedly. I'm like, oh, cool. What was it for? Oh, he was making atrocious statements about people in different countries that he claimed were uneducated.
Yep.
So yeah, that obviously explains why he got suspended. Oh, but it's only for a week. Okay. Can we not just hurry up and banish this man to Kick?
I mean, I want Kick to disappear as a whole, but that's a whole different story.
Well, you can't have heaven without hell, right? Not to get religious, because I'm an atheist, but that's kind of how I compartmentalize it, you know? Like, the thing is, if you were to shut down Kick, then these people would just create new accounts on different social networks under different names.
That is true.
So, it's one of these things where I don't appreciate that they're allowed to continue operating, but I do appreciate that they are, to an extent, banished to this website that has a website for being the place where people get banished to when they're canceled.
I actually had to parent a kid on YouTube along with another person because the little girl said she hated Simply Nailogical for cussing. The comments are still terrifying me to this. They threatened a 6-year-old, and when I say threatened death threats, that's a whole nother can of worms. But that's still fucked up anyway. Like, once you start slinging death threats about anything, I take your opinion on anything like less seriously than I have to.
Yeah, for a lot of people, that's unfortunately step one.
Because, like, what the fuck do you mean you're not able to, like, counter someone's thought with, like, logic, and instead you gotta rely on being, like, a fucking brute just to get your point across? I was gonna say Neanderthals, a lot of them, but I'm pretty sure they were a lot more smarter compared to, like, other people affected by brain rot.
It feels like part of society has not evolved past the Stone Age.
Yeah, that's true.
Computer, but they'll still be a caveman.
That's true. There are still, like, plenty of knuckle dragging buffoons around. So yeah, that tracks too.
Oh no!
What the hell was that?
Me. Unfortunately. I was just positioning for my lock on to target anybody, and then I hit the trigger before I even saw what your name was.
Tensions were high, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm in fourth, that's fine. I think I've got, like, maybe time for at least one more, and then I'll call stream for tonight.
Alright. Alrighty.
I still have other things to do from like the subathon goals that I have to work on, so that's where a majority of my time has to go now.
Yeah.
Ow. Hey, Xena, just for our sake and everybody else in the chat, maybe don't bring that up on stream at all, even if you like censor it to some degree.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to have to like hide the VOD or anything.
The extra detail was not necessary.
Yeah, I just don't want to have to like hide the VOD or anything. Can I buy any more? No, I cannot. Damn it! I forgot I can only buy it once a day.
Yes.
I need more score boosters. Damn it! I'm in 5th, and I gotta keep that up somehow. Without having to sink an ungodly amount of hours into this, because my playtime for this can feel so...
I'll be honest, like, remaining in the top 5, I don't think is gonna happen. Like, I don't think you're gonna make it to Chaos Emerald, like, this week. But, like, again, you can still get the 4 stars, and then you can get, or 5? Whatever. And then next week, you can just aim for the lower target, and that'll get you across the finish line.
Just about damn time, really.
Yeah, treat it as a marathon, not a sprint. Unfortunately, you can't do that once you get to Chaos Emerald. You have to treat everything like a sprint.
This is why I don't take this is why I don't take ranking so seriously in any game. As much as I like to complain about it, I just don't.
Yeah, no, it's
because it's such a pain in the ass to maintain. So it's like I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah. And like again, it's one of these things where I catch myself thinking from time to time. It's like, how can all these motherfuckers have so much time to spend on this game when I'm struggling? And then I realize, oh, money.
Yeah, that there it is. It's the money. Because it's like every time I boot up, like every month or so, whenever I get asked to like play Rivals and stuff, I'm like, okay, I can reinstall the game. It's whatever. I reinstall it. I check my it lets me know what my rank was from like the previous season. When there was a time where I just didn't really care about it, and suddenly I went from bronze to silver, and I was like, how? I haven't touched like ranked or anything in this game for like ever.
Well, there's still a matchmaking rank behind the scenes, probably. I don't know if they actually use that to match people up in quick play, because there's also that system where if you lose enough matches in a row, they put you up against a bunch of bots, so you're guaranteed to win. So I feel like if they have a system like that, then there must not be like a proper matchmaking system in quick play. But like I've seen the same thing as well. I've never played competitive, but the game still tells me, like, if you were to play competitive, we think that you're going to be in silver. And I think that might also just be a default rank that everyone gets estimated at.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
I like to think I'm pretty good. Like back in Overwatch, I was like I got to Diamond, and I could have gotten further. I'm pretty confident, but the fact that your rank decays when you don't play the game once you reach Diamond rank deterred me from. Because I was just like, oh, so if I don't stick with it, my rank is just going to decay? It's like, well, that's lame. Oh, this is fucking chaotic. Alright.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just mashing to my heart's content. I feel so bad for my people.
That's pretty much it. Just aim for the bigger numbers. The gold cards are what you want.
Oh, there's gold cards. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, the gold cards are 7 and up.
Oh, let's go. This game mode goes by pretty quickly. Okay, I'll take 3rd. Fuck it.
That was a weird one. That feels like a party rumble stage.
It should have been a party rumble stage, but yeah,
I think it might be as well. But part of me is wondering if that's going to be their focus to make shorter, simpler stages going forward, because this is like one of the only new stages from the new season. Because I think they added that stage. I think they added another Planet Wisp stage, and then they added a Party Rumble stage, which is also Alice in Wonderland themed, which could, like I said, just be the same one that we played, but shorter.
Yeah.
I like how this person is just named The Hedgehog 39.
He tried to capitalize on Sonic's last name. Now that I think about it, isn't his middle name like Maurice or something?
Sounds familiar, yeah. I don't know for certain, but it sounds familiar for some reason.
I'm pretty sure that was the case. Like, his name is like, his full name is Sonic Maurice the Hedgehog or something. It was brought up in one of the cartoons, but I don't remember which one.
Yeah, as a result, I'm not sure if that's necessarily considered canon, but, you know.
Well, if the IDW comics can be considered canon, then I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
I'm not sure if the old cartoons have been included in the current canon. Is what I'm getting at.
I mean, fair enough. I just think it'd be funny if it was still canon. Okay, I'll maintain third. Let's go. That wasn't too bad.
That.
But what happened?
It's fucking Ken Penders. It all comes back to him.
Of course it. Oh my god! It always. Ah!
Sonic the Hedgehog's middle name is Maurice, which was revealed in the Archie Sonic the Hedgehog comic series. According to former writer Ken Penders, Sonic's full name is actually Ogilvy Maurice the Hedgehog.
I'm sorry. What was his first name?
Ogilvy. Olgilvie.
That is so weird.
Oh, I made the mistake of readying up. I'm stuck here forever now. Ah!
There we go.
Yes.
Does that get you out?
I've been freed.
You are free. You are free from the mortal clutches of this friggin' game.
Until tomorrow. Ugh.
I don't know if I could even stomach playing this game tomorrow.
See, that's what I mean, right? Like, you just played this for 3 hours, and, like, this is still an enjoyable game, but it's also a lot of the same for a long period of time.
Yeah, because like I can only get so many laughs out of this game until like I kind of have to tap out.
Like, as much as I got into Fall Guys, I would never like the number of crowns that I have in Fall Guys is actually quite low compared to how effective I am at that game. And that's just because I was good at it, and I played it a lot, but I didn't play it on my own very often.
Yeah.
And my friends at the time were not as into platformers as I was. So they would generally want to play other things.
Yeah.
And then eventually when I met a friend who is also just as much into Fall Guys, we played it a lot. Probably as much as I did back in the day, in a shorter period of time. But we were a lot more successful as a team because like he also no-lifed the game. But again, there was only so much I could play, but a lot of our playtime was basically just talking over the game, and the gameplay we were kind of doing absent-mindedly, but because we were practiced enough at it, we still got plenty of wins in our own right.
Yeah.
So it was a good you know, just something to put on the background. It's what I like to say back in the day when playing like a whole bunch of co-op shooters back in the Xbox 360 era is when I would hang out with my friends, I'd be like, yeah, we're gonna shoot the shit while shooting shit. And that was the vibe.
All the roads lead to Ken Penders for Sonic fans. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Okay, but I will say, for as much grief as I give the man, he does not really deserve to have his like work just like backlogged and archived by big corporate entities for what it's worth. Because as an artist, that kind of puts a damper on your mood, on your soul for that matter, as an artist.
Like, are you remarking on how his like quote unquote legacy was basically like non-canonized or erased or
something along the I was watching a documentary about like Ken Penders like about 6 months ago or so, and as much grief as I give him, he does not really deserve to like have his work or like anything dismissed by like corporate entities, I suppose.
I don't know.
And that's
some weird fetish shit.
That's me being generous, though. That's me being charitable. Uncharitably, yeah, he's really fucked up sometimes.
I mean, he is the one who drew Eggman like using a feather to tickle Sally's feet.
I had bleached that particular part of the writing out of my mind, and I hate that you brought it back.
How does that make you feel?
Enraged. Mainly enraged. Because it's like he forgot he's writing this story for like preteens and shit. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Like writing like that particular type of fetish into the writing.
It's funny how they picked kind of like the perfect guy for the comics, because that's what Sonic fans became. Is just like there's a lot of Sonic fans that are like furries that are into some particular fetish content. Again, not that there's anything wrong with that. But if you blast that on your fucking Twitter timeline, then we can rightfully make fun of you for it.
Yeah. Twitter's public, no matter what people will try to tell you.
Yeah.
Maurice, I can't spin it anymore, Maurice. Hi, DZ.
Fucking Ogilvy. Jesus.
Friggin' Ogilvy Maurice the Hedgehog. His parents must have hated him.
I think it's funny that you bring up Maurice, and like when I search for that, like the first thing that pops up is a Reddit thread that's like, and you never forget his middle name is Maurice, and I'm like, guys, there's a lot. There's something even more messed up that you're forgetting. Like Maurice is not the issue here. Ogilvy, you're missing the forest for the trees.
Sonic isn't a pervert, just his fans. Yeah,
yes.
There's that. There is that.
Absolutely.
And you know what? It's also our fault for like giving them the platform they don't really need nor deserve. Let's be real. You know what they say? Any exposure is good exposure, no matter how indecent it is.
I was about to make a comment about indecent exposure.
I'm sorry that I had to beat you to
it. Speaking of, so Flork of Cows has their GamerSupps flavor anime girl thigh, and they just released a new tub art with a different cast of VTubers with their thighs on display, and there's a 1 in 10 chance that you'll get a limited edition tub art which is anime girl feet.
That's actually a thing, right? Like,
oh, yeah.
That's an actual flavor. Oh my god! Of course it would be.
It's orange creamsicle, by the way.
You know, now that I think about it, if I ever see that package, the only thing I'm gonna think now when it comes to thighs is just now my brain is gonna be associated with the fact that they're orange creamsicle flavored, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this information now. What am I supposed to do with this information? Hey Stark, good to see you, bro.
I mean, what do you do with an orange creamsicle? You lick it.
Maybe I'm just fat because I just chomp on the damn thing like it was nothing.
Well, fair. I'm just saying that's what most people do with a popsicle or an ice cream bar. But I also am with you there. I do not restrain myself when I am a fast eater when it comes to whatever. It's like, oh, this is the candy you're supposed to like suck on for a while. Nah, no. Too late, brownie.
I was
That's
about
a suggestion.
I was about to say we're VTubers. What part of us is normal people? Let's be real.
Ain't nothing more iconic than VTubers and feet.
Those are his words, chat, not mine.
Those are the community's words, not mine either.
Well, I have distanced myself from the community. I've seen what they do on Twitter. I ain't gonna be a part of that shit. I'm just there to repost what my friends do because they're all cool as shit.
Listen, somebody in chat could be typing messages on their keyboard with their feet right now, and you have no way of knowing.
Fuck! Now I have to go to bed. Now I have to go to bed with that thought in my brain. Like, yeah, there's probably someone typing on their keyboards with their toes instead of their hands because apparently one of them loved the challenge. I was gonna say I'm normal, but I am not normal. Xena, I don't know if you want to be proud of that. You might want to reconsider that statement just a little bit.
I mean, get beat by that one guy in Street Fighter that's using his feet on the arcade stick.
To be fair, some have to use toes because no hands. Well, I mean, what was the guy's name? Something Broly or whatever.
Did you know that if you get orange soda and coffee
Broly
cream
legs,
at
yeah.
McDonald's and pour the coffee creamer into the orange soda and stir it with a straw, you get a drink that tastes like an orange creamsicle?
Is that true? I'm gonna have to experiment with that later. I'm gonna hold that to you, Dahono, if that's true or not.
I want to say I've heard that before. That said, there is actually a trend right now called the dirty soda trend, which is basically mixing cream with anything. So like Mountain Dew just came out with a dirty Mountain Dew, which is basically just Mountain Dew mixed with cream. And like Pepsi has a Pepsi cream soda out right now. It's a whole thing.
That does sound pretty good though. But
I
does
don't
it
like
really
the phrase dirty soda, but I think that is actually coming from like a cocktail terminology, like a dirty martini, maybe something like that. I don't know. I think there's some kind of cocktail that is classified by the word dirty, meaning that it has been mixed with a particular ingredient to give it a murky, muddy look.
I just wish it wasn't called dirty.
That might be it, DZ. Thank you.
I only know dirty means coffee mix. Oh! Either way, I just wish there was a different name compared to dirty, because usually
I agree. It's not a pleasant word.
Yeah, it's dirty, so like we already know what that implies and the connotation behind that word. If it's supposed to be something pleasant, why is it being described with an adjective that is like the opposite of what it's intended to do? English is weird, man. English is fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's true, I tried it before. Okay, well now I definitely want to try it. Maybe, I mean, we do have birthday cake coffee creamer. No, that's probably not good. That's probably gonna taste like shit. Never mind. Oh my god, I just remembered. I had a zero sugar cream soda I could have been drinking this entire time. Fuck.
Damn.
Man.
And you know what? That probably would have powered you up like Popeye, and then you would have won every match. Famous last words.
Either that or it'll put me.
2020.
Either that or it'll put me into a coma. Because that's all that carbonated drinks do to me now. I hardly ever have any, unless like I really want to, unless I hate myself enough that I want one.
Is it the carbonation or the caffeine?
A little bit of
You
both.
said diet, didn't you?
Hmm.
You said diet, didn't you?
No, zero. But I had a look at like a can of Pepsi Zero, and I was like, wait, this thing had caffeine? I can barely feel it.
Yeah, the labeling on this has gotten really confusing because there's diet soda and then there's zero sugar soda, which is the same thing, but it's a different formula. And then you can also get caffeine free. I will note that the diet caffeine free Pepsi, which comes in a white box, that stuff is actually really good because it has a weird, like an interesting creamy texture to it. So I actually recommend that above other Pepsi varieties. It's very interesting. Used to
Dirty
be one of my go-tos for a while.
Dirty
after,
Bandung is the weirdest drink ever. What's Dirty Bandung?
I hope we're not walking into a D's nuts joke.
I swear to God, if I just did, I'm gonna end stream right then and there.
The fact that they didn't no, it's a real thing. Modern cafe beverage combining traditional Malaysian rose syrup milk, which is bandung, with a shot of espresso. It features a layered appearance with a sweet floral rose base topped with bitter coffee, creating a popular, creamy, and bold, quote-unquote, grown-up version of the nostalgic drink.
Huh.
This kind of reminds me of how, like, Turkish Delight is often made with rose water. So, I've never had rose-flavored things in any other context, but I would love to try it, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of the rose-flavored stuff I've ever had in the past was just, like, artificially sugar. And just happens to have, like, a tint of, like, a tiny little taste of rose, but that was about it.
One of the weird things is that... Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, I would like to have it on its own without, like, the sugar part.
Right. One of the weird things about Canada is that we have a exclusive Nestle chocolate bar called Big Turk, which is a Turkish Delight covered with chocolate, and it's really nice. You can get that sort of thing in other countries, like in the UK. There's a brand called Fries that has Turkish Delight, which is also covered with chocolate, but I don't think it's as good as Big Turk. And despite being a Nestle manufactured product, it is made in Canada. And I don't know why. I don't think we have a significant Turkish population. So I don't know where this demand for Turkish Delight in Canada came from, let alone covering it with chocolate. But it's good. I'll swear by it. It's one of my favorites.
I recommend the warm drink version if you're gonna try it. Just don't mix too much rose syrup or it'll overpower the bandung. I feel like I should be taking notes, but the VOD is gonna be there anyway, so I could probably use that as my notes.
Yeah, I also kind of feel like finding this is going to be harder than me finding a chili dog locally. So, you know, cross your fingers, I guess.
I have every faith in your ability to find something for your chili dog desires at one point. Or I could DM it later for anyone interested. Well, there is a recipe. There is like a recipe section in the server, DZ. If you're interested in wanting to like share that particular that particular recipe. Speaking of which, I'm gonna put that out there for the community in case anybody wants to be a part of the server. Anything else you want to say to the audience though, Ties, before I had to end things off? I'm being told that I need to wrap things up now.
No, I'm good.
Oopsie daisy.
You take it away, man. I'll dip from VC and you can wrap things up how you need to.
Yeah,
Have a good night. Good playing with you.
Yeah,
Take
it was
care,
good playing with you.
And you know, continue to treat Blues well in the future. Adios.
I was gonna say it's my chat. They're probably gonna do the exact opposite at some point, but I love them for it all the same. For those of you who don't know who that was that had joined me to play as of today, that was Ties. Be sure to give him a follow as well. And what am I doing tomorrow? Oh, right. Tomorrow is tomorrow I'm revisiting the Reignited trilogy, aka Spyro Reignited trilogy. I think it's just the third game that is the last thing that I had to beat. And then after that, I guess we can call the Reignited trilogy completed. The only problem is I don't remember where I left off, and I can't seem to find the VOD that that could show me my progress that I last made. However, I should probably say this first and foremost. I'm not going for 100% completion. I will try to for like all three of the games. My only interest right now in the Reignited trilogy is to like experience the entirety of the game's like, you know, stories, if anything. So, and I've already finished 1 and 2. The last one that I had to finish is Year of the Dragon. And I think that's all I have left to finish. And then after that, maybe I could start something new. I still also have to finish the Dead Space remake, don't get me wrong. I also have to... Guys, there's just a huge library of games that I have to like finish eventually. Just a huge library of games I had to finish. Like, there's still so... Like, I was also even considering replaying Bug Fables, like starting my restarting my playthrough of that game in particular, but only because it's been like years since I've played that game, and last I remembered I was on the last final chapter of the game, and the final boss kicked my ass. So I might spend some time like grinding on that in that game on stream, like getting some like quests done or whatever, and then I'll probably like tackle the final boss of that game. I've not heard of Bug Fables. If you've played any of the Paper Mario games, specifically the first one and the Thousand Year Door, that's essentially Bug Fables, but with like 3 different party members. One of them is a scarab beetle. The other one is a bee, and the other one is a moth. A moth that is specifically skilled in ice magic. I recommend getting the game, especially if you like RPGs. Especially since Bug Fables scratches that nostalgia itch for me when it comes to like the Paper Mario games. But then again, we already have remakes of like the Thousand Year Door and whatnot. Although it is still nice to pick up when you're able to. So please pick up that game when you can. But yeah, there's the community server in case anybody's not a part of it. You are welcome to follow me on my social media platforms as well, which includes Blue Sky, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, as well as Newgrounds. By the way, I am somewhat close to 500 subscribers on YouTube. Once I hit 500 subscribers, I should be able to monetize, or I should be able to I should be able to monetize my YouTube channel. Though I guess I should also be working on more content for YouTube as well. My favorite game is Super Paper Mario since it got me into voice acting. Oh, Super Paper Mario is the best. I had my reservations about that game at first when I first got it, but my god, after like playing through like maybe the first 3 chapters of that game, I was like, this game's amazing. Why was I talking shit about it? Let's see. Outside of Souls. Oh, right, VGen. Do not mind that. That is a spelling error. There we go. I am also available for commissions on VGen if you need music. If you need music done for your for like whatever project you may need. If you have a video that needs to be edited, or let alone any sort of clips that need to be edited. If you need a thumbnail drawn for your video project, or if you just want to treat yourself to some nice piece of art, hit me up on VGen, and I'll gladly work with you from there. And oh right, finally, there is Throne. I have absolutely no idea what I should be putting on my throne, but be sure to throw any ideas my way on Throne, and we'll probably put it there. Other than that, yeah, thanks again to everybody who came by. Let's do the age-old thing that we always do after the end of the stream, and just raid into somebody. Well, I'll see everyone. Thank you for being here, Doc. Thanks for the stream as always. Thank you for being here, Dead Bob. But now, who in the world do I want to raid out to? I was thinking of raiding into my Oshi again, but it looks like he's taking a break. I think he might be, Oh yeah, he'll be resting. Oh, no, wait, he's back? Have you checked on a VTuber called Madam Inu? Madam Emu? Why did I say Emu? Hold on. Madam Inu? Are they live at the moment? What are they doing? Oh my god, that PNG is charming. Oh, that's so cute. And they're playing Thimbleweed Park. I've never heard of that before. Yeah, you know what? Fine. We can, let's raid into somebody new. Let's raid into Madam Inu. I wouldn't recommend it otherwise. I mean, that is fair. That is fair. That PNG's adorable. What are they? A dog demon VTuber. Ooh, fascinating. Oh wait, can you actually hear him in the background? I'm sorry. He just desperately wants my siblings' attention, I'm pretty sure. But it's practically bedtime for them, so they're not gonna be able to hang out with him. But yeah, let's raid into Madam Inu. Her PNG is cute as heck, even Million agrees. Don't call Inu cute. She hates it. I don't know. I mean, I won't if that's the case, but I don't know. I mean, you're not wrong. They do seem pretty cute. She is cute. I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I just don't want to step on any proverbial toes, you know. Hi Emily, nice to meet you. Unfortunately, I'm about to end stream for tonight. I'm just gonna raid into somebody. Sorry that you had to come in at the last minute, though. Let's see. What do we want the raid message to be? Who's this innovative dog tuber? Who's this cute innovative dog tuber? Yeah, that sounds like a great raid message. So yeah, the raid message for those of you who are subscribed to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, however, don't worry, chat. I completely understand if you are unable to. But here is your raid message. I just had a live stream with Chaos of Proctors. Oh, well in that case, it's nice to meet you. Hold on. Can I at least have a look at who you are? Aw! That's not a bad profile picture. That's kind of adorable, actually. Chaos of Proctors, you said? I don't think I've ever heard of this person before. I'll definitely have to look up the channel at my own discretion, but right now I had to raid out on the Twitch side of things, so unfortunately this is where I had to end things off for tonight. But once again though, chat, thanks again to everybody who came by to tonight's stream as always, but whether or not you are here vibing alongside me, or if you're just lurking in the background while I demonstrate my clear incompetence in video games, or if I'm drawing something really cool, or producing something really cool for you to listen to, for the past 4 years, chat, it has meant the absolute world to me. Honestly, thank you so much to everybody who has been supporting my content creation endeavors for about 4 years now as a VTuber. And I really hope that I get to do this for as many more longer years as I am able to with all of you. But in the meantime though, chat, as always, you know what the drill is. Stay safe, wear your masks, keep your shots up to date, stay nourished, healthy, as well as hydrated. Above all else though, chat, don't let anyone try to ruin your vibes, because you guys are one of the greatest people to ever exist on the face of this planet Earth, and I honestly could not have asked for a better community, other than what I've been able to gather thus far in the 4 years that I've been a VTuber. So from the bottom of this digital doofus's heart, thank you so much to every single one of you. But until then, take care everybody, and I will see you all again tomorrow at 7 p.m. EST, as we return once more to the world of the Reignited Trilogy, aka Spyro the Reignited Trilogy. Take care, you guys. This is Digital-Bluez, signing off. Goodbye.